Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Come on in here. Come on in here. Child class is in session. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button as you come on in. How you doing? How you living? How are you feeling? Come on in. Good afternoon. This is Chic from Chic Speaks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk about it. Walk and talk with Chic. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. The Rose said, put some respect on it. She said, I ain't religious, but I'm spiritual. Put some respect on it, child. Come on in here. Child, when I say I learn something new every day. WV, Grand Rising Queen, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. WV, where are you located? Where are you located in this world? I'm in Georgia. Where are you located? Good morning. I'm sorry, good afternoon. It might be morning for some of you. It's afternoon for me. I'm used to saying good morning, especially with these walk-in talks. So I'm in Dallas, Texas. Okay, okay. It's on the bucket list to make my way there. It's on the list. Come on in here, y'all. We got to talk about this. Listen, I learned something new about this woman today, and I want to see if y'all knew. Because the Rose said all her life, she like, listen, I be up in that church every Sunday. Not every Easter, not every leap year, but every Sunday I'm up in that house, the Lord's house. And I don't like them people who be claiming to be religious because they be some of the worst people. I'm Christian, I'm spiritual. Y'all, let's talk about it. What exactly does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Because I was all kind of confused with that one. And so she was talking her talk on her last video. I think it's a pre-record, one of her vlog videos. So before I went live on my walk and talk, I was like, let me see what the hell she's talking about, because I think I saw it posted last night. But I wasn't fooling with her. So today I clicked on it. Yes, I clicked on it. And, I'm fast forwarding, just skimming through it. And I stopped at a place where she's talking about how she's a Christian. So I didn't know if I heard right, y'all. So I had to rewind. I said, wait a minute. Look, did she say she's a Christian and she go to church every Sunday? So I had to kind of, do a rewind. And that's exactly what she said. She says, I am a Christian. I think she said she's always been a Christian. And since they've been in Hawaii, they go to church every Sunday. And she says she's spiritual, not religious. And she doesn't like religious people because they're some of the more mean people. I don't know, child. I stopped there and said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this live scheduled. Let me get StreamYard popping so we can talk about it on my walk that I did not do yesterday. I was dressed for one, but child, I did not do it. So I said, I'm going to get out here today and do this walk. It's hot as hell, but I'm out here. Um, but yeah, that's what she said. I don't know if y'all seen the video, because I actually was going to talk about something else. But when I saw that, I said, "Oh, let's talk about this. Let me see what the people got to say about this one." Because y'all, she was serious. She was serious. Did y'all see it? Did any of y'all see it? Let me read some of these comments. Yolanda says, "Good afternoon from Houston, Texas." Okay, welcome, Yolanda. WV says, "Yes, come to Dallas. It's a nice city." Okay, thank you for that. I plan to check out Dallas and Houston. I'm hoping on the same trip I can kind of hit both, but we'll see. B-Day say, "Hey, everyone, happy Saturday, people." Peter said, "Hey, friends." Peter says, it means she wants a cookie as per usual. Sick of her. Peter said, I'm so sick of her. So is she trying to pull in the Christians now? Is she trying to build up the fan base? Is this what we doing? She's like, I need to remarket myself. She's trying to do some new marketing. So she's trying to pull in the Christians. But instantly when I heard her say that, I couldn't help but to think about her, how she moves. Because remember, I always say you got to line up with what a person says with their walk. Do they walk it like they talk it? Like you got to line it up. And just instantly, I just went to like her videos, her very sexual, sensual, like shorts and things that she do. The most recent one I've seen when her legs was, on the wall and Brett like pulling out the other one. So she's kind of like doing this split with her foot on the wall and he's, holding her up near her private area. Like he's just, holding her up. But that was the short that I instantly went to after I heard her make that comment. And that's kind of how it happens when you start putting out there, you're this way, you're that way. People instantly start thinking about how you move, if it lines up with what you're saying, because that's when the challenging starts to come. Because it's like, wait a minute, you said what now? Okay, you said, and how long you been? Because it doesn't make sense and it confuses people. And that's what it did for me. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to talk about today because I just wasn't expecting her to make that statement, given that her how that she's on the internet and she shows she lives a life that's just to the contrary of what many of us believe a Christian life would look like, and some of you in here, you might identify as being a Christian. Does it make sense? Does it line up with what your understanding is as to what a Christian looks like? That's the part for me. It that's the part for me, because a lot of this stuff we wouldn't even know that she's partaking in if she did not put it on the internet. So she chooses to advertise how she rolled, put out there. She chooses to put it on display. So because she chooses to put it on display, it makes it that much easier for someone to kind of question her versus like someone who's not putting everything that they do on display, and then there's some mystery about how they move. There is no mystery about how that woman moves. Like the world sees it. But then she gets upset when the world comments on it and have an unfavorable opinion about it. But you put it out there. So we wouldn't even know that this is how you even moving if you didn't put it out there. So it's that part for me. This is that stuff, but she would be the same person that would get pissed off and want to report somebody for harassment for making these types of comments when it's just really questions that stems from confusion, that stems from trying or wanting to understand. You cannot fault someone for wanting to understand. You cannot fault someone for being confused by what it is you're giving. If you want to minimize confusion, then it's on you to have a more solid stance on who you are. So therefore, there is no confusion. And she's so all over the place. I don't really truly believe that she truly understands who she is, who Rose Miller is. I don't think she does, because she gives so much. It's like she comes off with these different, almost like these different characters. And it's just a matter of what day of the week it is as to which one she wants you to believe she is. And if we're not trying to believe none of that, then it's like a problem. So, child, like I said, this is on her latest video. Look under the video. So it'll be one of her vlogs, because y'all know when we see her on live, she had a damn camera. So she's vlogging. So looks like what does, she does lives, but then she'll record too. So she can have kind of like double the content. She has her live and then she has the pre-record. And so the pre-record is the vlog, and it's usually like a lot shorter, of course, than the live. But she's able to monetize that as well as the live. So she's making money from both ways. That's the newest thing I've been seeing her do. I don't know if it's new to her doing that, but as of recently, as of late, this is what I've taken notice that she does. But this ish right here with her talking about, with the religious aspect, I don't know. I just feel like she should have kept that part to herself. In the video, there is a clip of them being at church and things like that. So she said they go every Sunday. So I guess she'll be there tomorrow too. But it's just so mind-boggling. It confused me. I'm gonna read these comments and see how y'all feel. But I was like really confused by that. Like, well, girl, what? You said you what? And since when? Child, stop. Child, stop. And that's the thing. If you're a Christian and you saying you this, and that, somebody, the collective shouldn't be like, girl, stop. Like, it should be like, wow, okay, I can see that because the way you move, like just your persona, it's like, okay, it makes sense. But if the world gasps and clutch their invisible pearls, then something's wrong. You're not doing something right because your messaging, hello, it's not lining up with how you move. And that's where we're at. Rose messaging does not line up with her behaviors, hello, with how she moves. And that's her fault. That's no one's fault but hers. We're all responsible for our own brand, our own image. No one else has that responsibility but us. And if we want to be perceived to be a certain way, okay, we have to move accordingly to where, okay, in the way in which we want people to perceive us. So if you want people to perceive you as being smart, classy, responsible, educated, like this is how you got to show up to the party, child. Because otherwise, if you're not showing up like this, then ain't nobody finna believe that those are some characteristics of yours. No, they're not finna just attach those to you if they're not seeing you move in that manner. So it's a mess, but I mean, listen, that's what she said. So let me see what y'all thoughts are on that. Yolanda said, I saw that. Mom of two say, hey everyone. Lami said, Rose is very unstable. Yes. Sunday Max says, hey Chic, you're so motivated and I love your content. Thank you, Sunday Mac. Thank you. Bidu says, yes, she tried it. Yolanda said, her life doesn't line up as a Christian. That was my initial thought. Miss Malaya said, when I found her channel 2 to 3 years ago, I thought she was a demure young mom and all that stuff about her white knight. Yeah, I mean, I've watched her from, she has a different energy from when I came to know who she was, and that was just like a year ago. It's been about a year because she was pregnant with River. She was kind of, I would say, early on in her pregnancy with River when I came to learn who she was. And back then, had I heard, heard her say she was a Christian, this, and that. I'm like, okay, because at that time, like her demeanor and things are what I was seeing. It wasn't nothing that had me like question things. The first video I saw her, like she was sitting at home in her house, fully clothed, like nothing exposed, just looking like just a natural mom. I said she was a house, she stayed at home with the kids, like her persona fit that. So a year ago, I would have been like, okay, but from what I seen as far as the content that I saw at that time. But today, baby, I done seen too much. I done seen too much. I have seen too much. So yeah, I'm not sold on that one. So we'll see if there's gonna be some new Christian followings that's gonna kind of hop on the bandwagon. Tasha's story says, greetings everyone, greetings. Aqua Rose says, good afternoon, Chic in chat. PM says, Hey, Sheik and Chad, know what she said about Christian and religious doesn't make sense to me either. Beta says she's a character. Yes. Shelly Young says, hello, hope you have a good Saturday. I hope you have a good Saturday too, Shelly. Thank you. Yolanda says, yes, thank you, She could have kept it to herself. You Crazy Witch says she's under attack, but unaware that the energy she's putting out is coming right back at her. I agree. Tanae says, did you see that shirt they posted about? They basically fooled everyone about being the breadwinner. Like it just sounds crazy. I didn't see that when you said the short. I didn't see that one. Yolanda says, you don't have to say you're a Christian. It will show in your life. That's what I say. What is does not need to be said. That's why I said, say if so and so happens to say they're Christian. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I can see that because they move in a certain, it's a way that a Christian will move. But Rose, child, stop. Okay, girl, next. Jean Allen says, hello, Sheik. Yes, I watched that Rose video, shake my head. Sierra Armstrong says, yep, Tanae. And did y'all see the short about Sukihana she posted last night? She deleted it already. Nah, Sierra, what she, I seen, Just Fifi got something and she got Sukihana's name in her title. So I don't know if this is for I think her upcoming live that she got scheduled. I didn't pay attention to the date and time, but I think it's a live that she has scheduled. So I'm not quite sure if Fifi in that live, if she got Rose's name and Sukihana's name in her thumbnail picture. So I'm not quite sure on when she does her live, if the focus is going to be about Sukihana or is the focus going to be about Rose and relating her to Sukihana. I don't know, but I just found it interesting that she had both of those ladies' names in the same thumbnail. So I'm like, okay, what's that about? So given that Sierra, you're talking about a short, maybe that is why Fifi, Judge Fifi is her channel, Queen of Receipts. Maybe that's why she saw that talk about it. But I didn't see that one. But you're saying she pulled it. Please share and describe what that was about because I didn't see that one. I don't recall that one coming up in my recommendations. I typically don't go looking specifically at her shorts. The ones I see will be shorts that come up in my recommendations or if someone sends them to me. But otherwise, I more so look for her lives. And as of late, since I see she does these vlog things, I'll kind of look there too. But for the most part, I'll do commentary from the lives, her lives, because they got the most foolishness in them. Fairbanks says she takes no accountability for her own behavior, uses zodiacs, having a baby, jealousy, spiritual warfare, etc., when it's really her own behavior. Yes, you name them all. If Rose ain't gonna do nothing else, she gonna find somebody or something to put the blame on. And when you see people who do that, those are people who don't really thrive in life. They struggle in life. They struggle in life because they struggle with accountability. Anybody who struggles with accountability, self-accountability, they got a hard life. Just think about just anyone that you know who just seems to always have issue with taking accountability. If you really think about it, their life is a lot of struggle. And that's why, because they don't take accountability. So because they don't take accountability, they're repeatedly having the same types of experiences in life, whether that be in relationships, whether that be with their employer, keeping a job, keeping housing, because it's like they don't stop to recognize that the problem is me and I need to make some changes so I can get a different result. So they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's what that says. That says that this person has a problem with being accountable, which means that they have a problem with being responsible, taking ownership, all of that, all of that. So yes, great comment. I wholeheartedly agree. VP said, Yolanda, let your works down here speak for you. Yes, I agree. Shelley said, yes. The educated and humble says, you dress how you want to be addressed. Let me see. You dress how you want to be addressed. Her behavior she portrays and how she wants people to see her aren't in alignment. I agree. I agree because people shouldn't be confused by what you say and what you do. Like it should line up, and that's just with any of us. It just should line up. If you say, "Oh, I'm somebody I really like to help people," it should line up where people be like, "Wow, I can see because I noticed. You do this, that, and the third." You see what I'm saying? Or that it shows by your works. The things that you do. It's lining up, so people aren't confused. They're just like, "Wow, yes, I can see that. I can tell." It's like someone saying, "Yeah, I really like to take care of myself. I want to make sure I live a healthy life." I can see. I see that. I see you're constantly walking. I see you maintain, a healthy shape. I see you. I'm always seeing you, doing this, or you're having a healthy snack. You see, this is the point I'm making is that what you say is going to line up with what you do, and people are going to see that. So you're not going to have to convince them of anything because they're going to see it. With Rose has to constantly try to convince people of things because she understands that the way she moves, it doesn't line up with the words she says. So you notice, like on her life, she explains a lot. Just like on this, the video I'm talking about with her trying to explain about being a Christian and this and that, because she sees that people are questioning how she moves. Because so she's feeling the need to try to explain, and then you over explain, and then the more she tries to explain, the more it's like she's digging herself in a hole to where make sure I got my phone on. Okay, I'm back. So it's like the more she tries to explain, to me, the more she's putting herself in a hole because she starts to over explain, and then people start to kind of lose her and be like, wait a daggone minute, this ain't sounding right. This sounds, she's trying to convince herself what she's saying. And that's to me how Rose sounds a lot like she's trying to convince herself of what she's saying. And she doesn't understand that a person who overtalks and tries to overconvince, they reveal themselves. And the reveal is that it's not true. It's not true. Just think about it. Anybody that you may know to where you see like they over talk, they over try to explain, almost like they're trying to convince you, but really in actuality, they trying to convince their damn self. And so for me, the way I've always been, if I see that someone's constantly like talking about something and just too much because what is not need to be said, it's going to show in your walk. It lets me know this is a person who's not living in their truth, who's they feel like, well, dang, if I know it's not true and I don't even feel like it's true, like people gotta feel the same way. So let me just keep trying to find different ways of how I can convince them of this thing. It's almost like, let's just say, if we take it to sexuality, and you'll have people who will try to over explain, no, I'm really this way, I'm really that. And it's just like, okay, it comes off as though you're trying to convince yourself that you're really that way. But is that really your truth? Because if it was really your truth, you wouldn't have to talk about it like that or convince people of that way. You know your truth and you're going to move accordingly. But if you feel like you got to keep telling somebody what you are, who you are, that lets me know that you don't believe it. And you know that if you don't doggone believe it, these people, the world don't believe it. And to me, that's the quickest way to reveal that you're living a lie. That's my thoughts. That's the quickest way to reveal you living a lie. Keep talking. Keep talking about something. It shows me that you don't believe it because you keep talking about it. So keep that in mind, y'all. If you keep talking about it, chances are the people on the other end, they're not believing it. because you keep talking about it. Stop talking about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Show up in that way. If you show up in that way, you don't need to talk about it because people are watching how you move. Let's see. Tanae says, I think she's ready to live free without boundaries, but she's frustrated because she needs bread and also has all these attachments to worry about baby daddies. Yeah, I mean, I can see that where she has these attachments, she has these responsibilities. It's like really like, okay, it's a lot. She'd rather not have them, but it's life. And they're young right now, so they need you in a way that as they get older, they won't need you in that type of way. It'll be different ways that your children need you as they grow. They're um, the things that are important to them, or at the time things shift. So I do believe, as they get older, kids become more independent. So the parenting responsibility for me, just from my experience, the older my children got, the easier it became because they became more self-sufficient. And again, as I say, you raise your children in a way in which you want them to go. So based off of how my husband and I raised them, it's just like, okay, they're moving in line with how we raised them. So it's like we just kind of keep in the motion, keeping it going, keeping it going. And then you'll have some new things that come up. But for the most part, the parenting part gets easier. It should get easier if you're showing up in the manner in which you should early on in life. You can't then wake up in the child 11 and to start then and say, I want a parent and set some boundaries and put some ground rules. No, 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 that's not how this works. No, these are things that start from damn near day one, from the time baby River's age, where somebody point out, baby puts a lot of things in his mouth. Okay, you point out, hey, we don't put that in your mouth. You stop them. You correct them. And from as they're continuing to grow, you're continuing to do these types of things where you're correcting them when you see they're doing something that they shouldn't do. You correct them because they're not going to know unless you correct them. So you continuously correcting. You're always correcting as you're parenting. But the thing about it, as they get older, there should be less correcting that you have to do because you have taught them a certain way to think, a certain way to move, how to be responsible, how to be accountable, how to be respectful. These are things that you teach children from knee up, from when they're crawling, and then they start to walk and run. And you got some people, and some of y'all may know some folks out there where the kids do the absolute most. Now that the child is like 11, 12, 13, the parents like, I don't know what to do with him or her. But you know from experience, from what you've watched, that they weren't doing what they were supposed to do with that child from the beginning. And now it's out of hand. Like we foresee it's going to get with Rose and her children. It's out of hand because it's almost like they late to the game when it comes to parenting, because some people got life so twisted, they think parenting is simply putting a roof over the child's head and food on the table. Arguably, to me, I think that's the easier part of parenting. The tougher part of parenting is being present, doing that rearing, all these things that I say that you have to do. You got to talk to the kids. You got to explain the whys they got to do something, the why they shouldn't do something. You got to do all that. So in order to do all that, you have to be present. You have to be there. And if you're not there and you just out chasing the bag and trying to make the money and focus on keeping a roof over the head and the food on the table, good luck. Good luck with parenting. Good luck. Because the challenges and the issues that they're going to face in life and they're going to come to, it has nothing to do with them seeing you put food on the table and a roof over their head. That's not going to get them through those difficult times. What gets them through is the conversations that they had with you. What gets them through is the memories of when they recall you showing up, when they recall you showing up for them, when things got funky, when things got bad. That's what gets them through. But if they ain't got none of that to fall back on or rely back on, okay, mama said this, daddy said this, but all they got to fall back on is that you paid bills and you put food on the table, good luck. Good luck. Because that's not how parenting work. That's not how parenting work. And Rose's example is somebody who's clueless when it comes to parenting. She think it's simply just based on resources, materialistic things, and it's not. It's not. And those of you who are real parents out there, you all know that that's not parenting. No, that's an aspect of parenting, but that's just a small piece of the pie when it comes to parenting. I think that's the easier part when it comes to parenting, quite frankly. Miss Mala said it's totally started falling apart. The rose shortly before she went to Hawaii. Yeah, I think we probably seen some signs before they move. I wasn't really following her like that to see. I seen her coming out more so getting on and just talking about how people were coming for her, but I didn't really watch her like that to really have an understanding of like, okay, well, how? What are they saying? I just seen her and her feelings and crying and all of that. But once she got to Hawaii, that's more so when I started to kind of watch her more. And then, she went off on Brett in July, and that was when I did my first commentary on her. So I've kind of been consistently watching her since like mid-July. But I do feel like she was better off in the mainland in Arizona. I think she was better off there. In the mainland, there was more access to supports. Uh, I saw a video where Brett did like have a job out there. They went to like a banquet of his for work. And so I saw coworkers and things like that. And, they had wives and women and things like that. So they have more going on there than what I see they have in Hawaii. So that's my assessment. Rhonda says, hey, Chic, hey, in chat. Hello, welcome. Shelly said, me being positive and thinking the way I try to think, maybe God can help her get help. Yeah, God is always the way, but you have to know that you need to turn to him, because otherwise you can't just show up to the Lord's house and think that that's it and that's all that needs to be done. No, what are you going there for, Rose? What are you truly going there for? What messaging are you getting from them? And are you listening? And that's the thing. That's why you have to have discernment. Because when I say you have discernment, that's when you have this connection to the higher power to be able to pick up and hear like certain messaging and to know what your next move should do. It's a safety mechanism. And I feel like the closer one is with source, with spirituality, the stronger their discernment is. They're able to, it's like an instinctual thing. And if Rose says that she's in church the way that she is, what are you doing there? Because if you're in church the way you are, you wouldn't even be that meltdown that she had on the internet. Was it now about to be almost 2 weeks ago? We wouldn't have even gotten to that point if you knew the Lord the way that you're trying to proclaim that you do. Because you already know when the going get tough, that's who you turn to. So the fact that when the going got tough, you turn to YouTube Live, that lets me know already that you lost. Now, many of us have had times in our life where we've been lost, felt lost, all of that. But the problem is when we choose to stay there and not to move and not to seek out help and understanding and all of that. It's the resources. Rose not doing that. She's just going to church because it sounds nice and it's something to do and she can get content from there. I'm wondering what she wearing when she go to this church, because the only thing we ever see her in is yoga pants and yoga shorts. So what is she wearing when she go to service on Sundays? Because a lot of churches are come as you are. So is her come as you are in fitness attire? Listen, this I don't know. This just thought just came to mind. What does Rose come as you are look like on a Sunday? Inquiring minds want to know. Tanae says that Sierra, what we say, it's a mess and I didn't see that one. Shelly said a better way to say it is touch is touched by her heart and soul. Yeah, and clearly she ain't touched yet. So we still waiting on her to be touched by something other than Brett. Um, Shelly said it's 7 p.m. It's at 7 p.m. tonight. Okay. Sierra says Fifi probably screen recorded. Okay. Okay, so Shelly, you said she has something at 7, so I'll try to, if I'm available, try to check it out and see what the hell going on. Akaro says, I just saw her that short about the breadwinner thing. Don't worry, they know we can't buy it. You can tell Rose has been listening to Sheik and others who said in a marriage all income is combined. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who said in a marriage all income combined? Listen, I don't be hearing too much very often other people what they talk about as it pertain to her, because I be kind of tapped out after I do my live streams, and a lot of times people have theirs going on while mine is going on or after mine. So I don't know exactly what a lot of the dialogue is that they say about her. But I do know, I've been saying for a long time, when you're married, that's joint income. So this whole thing with trying to purchase a house and do whatever by yourself, that's not even a thing when you're married, because you're married. You're one. So both parties don't even have to sign their signature off. The wife's signature is as good as the husband's signature, and his signature is as good as the wife's signature. That's how it works in a marriage. Anybody who is currently married understand that. Who's been married understand that. And just them who just got common sense understand that. It's really not that deep. It's not that deep. Thank you for your comment, Aqua Rose. Laura says, hi people, hi Chic, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Laura. Shelly says, I just really hope she didn't, let me see. I just really hope she didn't share her spiritual journey just for you. That's what I'm thinking. Interesting. Interesting. You know, she could have, because I talk about her turning to a higher power. So she could have. Like I said, I don't know what other people be saying. The little bit of times I've heard people go in on her is very kind of more so sounds, I don't know, high level. It's not really as deep as I go on my channel. But she could be saying that or trying to make me aware that she's Christian. But to me, it just strengthens my argument, because now that I know that she put that out there, it has me to speak to the contradictory in her life. So she would have been better off not even putting that out there. That's the thing, because her talk does not align with her walk. Thank you, Shelly, for that comment. Angel says, I'm convinced only God can help Rose. I'm convinced too. That's why I won't reach out. I've had people ask me about talking with Rose. I wouldn't reach out to Rose. Now, if Rose were to reach out to me and want to have some type of conversation, I would be open to that. That's about all I can say. I would be open to that discussion and kind of see what happens there. But my patience when it comes to foolishness isn't that great. So even if I did talk to her, if I felt like it was some mess and not enough action, and I'm not seeing results as coming from our conversations and things that I'm recommending, then y'all, I will bow out gracefully. So that's me. I'm not going to keep showing up for someone who's not even showing up for themselves. So that's why my thing is, when someone's ready for help and guidance, it's their responsibility to kind of reach out, because that lets that other person know on the other end they're ready because they initiated it. Rose have to initiate things so that she can get better. She can't sit and just be waiting for someone to come and save her. And that's my thing. So I will not be initiating anything with the Rose. She has to come to me if she would want to have any type of conversation or dialogue with me for the purpose of growth, because that's the only reason. Ain't no friendships or nothing like that. It's a matter of growth. That's about it, because me and Rose are just too far apart to kind of have a relationship like that as far as for a friendship tip. But from more of like the counselor client relationship, that's fine because that's more of like a professional type, a transactional situation. So I can deal with roles from a transactional situation for business, but personal, nah, I'll pass. I like my peace. I like my peace, and I don't like to. What they say, you are the company you keep, so you have to be mindful of the people you associate with. You have to be mindful of the people you associate with, because I've even just as in this content creation world, see content creators line up with one another, then they fall out, and then it just get real crazy, and you're wondering like, damn, how did I get here? So you have to just be careful with who you align yourself with, and to make sure that their energy is in align with yours. Because if it's not, baby, the levees will break and everybody will be watching. So be careful with the company you keep, because it's a representation of you just as you are a representation of them, and it could f up your whole brand if you try to rock with somebody who's not really on the same level as you in that type of way. So sometimes you just got to keep it pushing. Sometimes you got to be like, hey girl, hey, what's up, good luck, and wave and keep it going. You don't have to invite everybody to your house, to your space. You can keep it cordial. It's just healthy boundaries, having a healthy, just professional relationship. Healthy relationship from just a content creator to another. You don't got to put nothing on it. It's about boundaries. I'm heavy on boundaries, as you all see in my lane. I roll solo dolo. I can play. I like to say I can play well with others in the sandbox. So you'll see other content creators come through and show support. And I say, hey, but you see, it's just that. It's just that. It's just that. Because I don't like to get too closely aligned with other people. I'm just very cautious with that. I've always been that way, just even in my personal life, with how close I get to people. I just like to leave things at what they are. If you're a classmate at school, okay, see you tomorrow, see you Monday. And if you're another content creator, hey, thank you, welcome. I keep it in the comments, and that's it. You don't really see me doing really collaborations with anybody, but this is like background as to why I move the way I do. It helps me to protect my peace. I've couple of times I did a call in. Tosh called in before. Fifi, I think Fifi got on my panel before, but y'all see, I don't really do that too much. I don't know, in the future I may revisit it again, but I like to kind of keep it flowing with kind of me just being on the stage, because it helps me to kind of remain in control of what's going on and not let it get, sideways by, say, someone I invited up on the panel, and then people who are watcher or, supporters, like feeling a way about them, and it just get crazy. Because y'all, we've seen this with some of our favorite content creators where things just get crazy and rooted from them just allowing someone else from another channel on their panel, and next thing you know, they now having a fallout, and it's just a distraction. I'm the type of person, I don't have to experience everything. I can learn from other people's situations. So that's kind of what I do. I just learn from what other people go through, and I'll be like, all right, got it, let me try to do this, let me try not to do that. And that helps me to not really endure a lot of drama. It's because I see how other people move and see how it works out for them. And if I don't like how it's working out for them, and I'll be like, yeah, let me continue to do this because that don't really look back. So that's just my nature. I just sit back in a cut and I watch things, y'all. I sit back, but I'm a critical thinker. I'm very strategic about things. So that's the strategist in me, to watch and observe. And that's why I move the way I do, which is very different from maybe a lot of other people, but it's just how I move. But I do get along with people as well. You see me, I don't fight with anybody. I get along with everybody. It's just my personality. I like people. Rhonda says there's fake prophets everywhere, and Christians, let me see what it say, and Christian liars. Rose is one of them. I'm not surprised one bit. Yeah. Well, she's in that video separated herself from them. She says she's a Christian, but she just said that she's not religious. So she separated herself from someone who's religious, because she said they just be Basically, to sum it up, be doing the most. And that's not her. Shelly says, I meant to say just for views. Okay. Laura says that Aka Rose, I do think she is trying to do better. Yeah, I mean, to me, Rose talks a good game at times, but I always circle it back to her actions. You talk a good game, but then 5 minutes later, you got a short up where you doing questionable things. So again, it's like the actions isn't lining up with her words. So that's the moral of the story. You have to pay attention to someone's words and their actions. Do they line up? If the answer is no, then there you go. Ain't nothing else you can do with that. It is what it is. If the answer is no, then there you go. Rhoda says yes, the definition of insanity. Sierra says she reached out to Suki to ask about what she does about haters who constantly talk about her on their channels. And Suki said she files restraining orders. Rose filed the restraining order after that. Hell no. So of all people to look to, so this lets you know who Rose relates to. Of all people on Beyonce's internet, she reached out to Sukihana to ask her, arguably probably the only other person on the internet who do more questionable things than what she does. And that's who you're reaching out? Okay. Again, y'all, like I said, you better pay attention to how these people moving out here because Rose is showing you. And if you're not picking up what she dropping, that's just because you choosing to be blind, crippled, and crazy and delusional. That's on you because she's putting it out there who she's looking to. That means that she looks to this woman, Sukihana, as an inspirational person in her life. Who the hell looking to Sukihana as anything inspirational? But that's who you chose to go to? Out of all the people, you chose to reach out to her. And her response was to get a restraining order. Okay, Rose. So, Laura, that's what the hell we talking about. That right there. Yolanda says, yes, Angel, only God can help her. But she has to acknowledge, accept, and make the changes. It's make the changes. It's up to her. I agree. You got to be willing to put in the work. Nobody's exempt from that. You can be a believer all you want. You can be a believer all you want, but you got to be willing to listen to, sit down and be, and get in a quiet space to hear what it is that he's trying to say to you. And you got to move accordingly. You can't dismiss it. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's too much work. That's too hard. Okay. Well, keep doing it your way then. Keep doing it your way and keep getting those results that you've been getting. That's basically all it is. You can't want to do it your way, but then cry about how your way isn't working out. But then he presents to you about how to do it his way. And you're like, well, no, that's too hard. Okay, well, life's about choices. What you want? Help me help you. What you want? Help me help you. Laura says, oh, it's so sunny out. There are people who feel they can wear anything and no assumption should be made and are very insulted if you think anything about it. Yeah, like it's as I say, we're a brand. We're all a walking brand. We have the power. Let me see. We're all a walking brand. We have the power to control how we are perceived, believe it or not. We have that power. And if you're being perceived one way by the collective, that means there's something that you're giving off that has them to perceive you that way. It's not everybody else who's the problem. It means it's you. So you have to make some changes. That's how this works. But no, based off of, I guess, what the guidance Rose got from her mentor, Sukihana, Lord Jesus. This is as bad as them people over in Rose comments talking about she over there saving marriages and and relationships and stuff, and she relationship goals. This is the issue that I'm talking about, how I say like-minded people will follow you, because those rosebuds are like-minded people like Rose, just like Rose is a like-minded people, a like-minded person to Sukihana. You see what I'm saying? They all think alike. So this stuff over this foolishness to us, it just makes complete sense to them. They're like, how do you guys not understand it? No, what the hell you over there trying to like we're confused. Over here, we're just as confused as they are confused by us, because we use common sense and discernment. That's why we're the honor students. We think differently. So someone who's unable to think on our level, they don't understand. They don't understand. And it's like, okay, well, accept that you damn don't understand, and don't try to play us crazy because you don't understand. You the problem. Get onto our level, because we're not stooping to your level. Get onto our level. Laura says, plus she has her father who she admire, who is a pastor. I think she's full of conflict. Yeah, like it goes to say that Rose knows better, but she just chooses to not do better. Rose isn't dumb. She crazy, but she ain't dumb. She's not dumb. Make sure you guys can see me in this frame. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's not dumb. She crazy. She play crazy, but she's not dumb. She knows what she's doing, and she chooses to not step her game up. So what they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Rose like, hell, a prize is a prize. Just like some people believe bad publicity is just, any type of publicity, whether it's bad or good, they'll accept because their name is out there. And Rose is one of those people that she doesn't care, just like Sukihana, who I believe, in my opinion, they don't really care about whether or not it's bad press, good press. It's just a matter as long as people are talking. And but here's the thing, if you feel like that's all that matters, you can't get mad at how you're perceived by those very people that are talking. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, I want to get them, the people, to talk, but I want to control what they say. That's not how this thing works. It doesn't work that way. You can't, first of all, control what people say. But if you want the collective to perceive you in a positive way, then you have to move in a positive way. That's how this thing works. And Rose doesn't want to take responsibility of her own behavior. So she'd rather put it on in the laps of somebody else, such as the law enforcement. Hey, can y'all handle this for me? I know there's some things I can do to do better. For example, hell, I can just get off the internet, turn comments off, do whatever. There's things you can do. No, I don't want to do those things. I don't want to do those things. I'd rather you just deal with, fighting my battle. That's Rose. That is Rose. Jean says, please tell me how a restraining order works for people on the internet. I'm confused. I'm confused about the internet part with how it works, because when on my review whenever we did a few days ago, when we reviewed the documents that Judge Fifi had purchased, everything I recall reading was pertaining to like physical, like contact. I don't recall reading anything that spoke to like internet. So I'm not quite sure how this restraining order protects her from people who are thousands of miles away from her. I don't understand. I don't know. So initially, my conversation today, before I started talking about Rose, before I decided to talk about Rose and her claiming to be a Christian, uh, I wanted to learn about an update if there have been any changes with Tosh Mob and the restraining order being put against her by the Rose. Is that still in place? Was it rescinded? What's the deal? Because I don't know if this just her slogan of saying denied. Like, what exactly does the denied mean that she's saying over there? So is this just her denying it, just rebuking it? Or has it been denied? Like, I'm confused. So some of you all know, a lot of you all kind of jump between the different content creator pages that discuss the Queen of Kings content. So if someone can fill me in and let me know and bring me up to speed, because usually Tasha's on after me and she'll be on for a long time. And y'all, by that point, I'm so drained, tired. So if you can let me know what's the deal with that. I seen a post today before I went live where she was saying, Rose, you're talking about everything else and acknowledging everything else, but you're not acknowledging these false allegations on me or whatever. So that's what I want to know, if anybody can kind of fill me in on that, if there's been a change between the situation with her and Rose and this restraining order, or if just Tasha just rebuking it just in the name of the Lord. if she just rebuking it, let me know, because I don't understand with that. I'm kind of behind the 8 ball with that situation right there. But yeah, so it's a lot going on. Yolanda says, hi, Angel and Shelly. Say Hey says she does a lot of talking and backstepping and contradiction. She does. She does that on a regular. Just about every live she gets on, you can count on her back talking, contradicting. You can pretty much count on that whenever she opens her mouth. But that's the thing about the truth. The truth, you don't have to practice it, recite it, memorize it, and all that, because the truth is always going to be the truth. You start getting into all that other extra stuff when you lying. Lies take work to keep up with, y'all. How many of y'all know that? Like, you gotta be like, man, what I told these people last week? Okay, dang, I got, it's hard to keep up with a lie. It's work. So for me, I'd rather live in my truth, because I don't have to be watching my back, like making sure that nobody ain't gonna be running up on me because I done something to them, I done lied to them, I done deceived them, somebody getting hurt because of me and what I've done, my lies, my deception, because people can get hurt by what other people do, by somebody lying and you not even knowing. You can be an innocent bystander of just getting caught up in some stuff. How many of you just have been a casualty of just somebody else's lie, where you be like, I didn't know they were lying, and now you caught up in it because people see you linked to them, or they trying to understand, well, why you didn't know, and they don't want to believe you didn't know when you didn't know, so they convinced you did know because they don't understand how you didn't know. You see how somebody just lying and being dishonest can get you all the way caught up? That's Rose, and I bet you that has a lot to do with why her family don't fool with her, because the lies. Everyone, the lies. Everyone gets. You know how that, with the lies come out when everybody get together and start talking about you and saying, well, she told me this. And then maybe brother like, well, hell, she told me this. Sister like, no, that ain't what she told me. And here it is now, your whole spot thing, got, everything's put out there on Front Street. So I'm pretty sure this is kind of what happens with Rose when it comes to her family, is that her lies catches up to her, and then she don't want to be accountable for them. And her lies has different people put up against each other. And then now she want to act like she's the victim because she feeling like everybody's teamed up on her. No, everybody have gotten together and compared stories and concluded that you are the culprit and you've been damn lying. That's why they don't want to fool with you and why you the topic in a group chat, because they tired of your shit. Just like we are on the internet. That's why her family don't fool with her. They know these people, us on the internet, we ain't crazy. They know this. Here, mommy. They know this. They know these, that we are not crazy. They know we are not crazy. And that's why we ain't seen nobody from her family come out to protect her, to defend her name or anything like that, because they know her better than we know her. And they know that we're not the ones who are wrong or lying. They know that because they know her. Because think about it. You got 15 siblings. How you got 15 siblings and we ain't seen nobody come to the internet in your defense with all this drama that you got going on? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's because they ain't fooling with you, Rose, because they know you a piece of work. They ain't messing with you. They are not messing with you. Angel says, Yolanda, hello. Hope you have a blessed day. Laura says, at Sheik, I think she has been trying to convince herself she is happy with her husband. She has lied to herself, denied she is really deeply hurt by her ex, and then created what she wanted. I agree. I believe that, Laura. I believe that. Rhoda says, a modest so-called Christian woman doesn't lay up, busting it wide open for the world to see. Dizzy Broad. I agree. Yolanda says, God is not of confusion. Amen to that. I agree. A little puppy said that. Yolanda, amen. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Laura says, but I do think it is something wanted. She is so unhappy in her circumstances. Brett, she loves him, but does not respect him. I can grow with that. I mean, because he is the father of her children. So I'm gonna say she does love him, but no, she doesn't respect him. And it's vice versa. I feel like, they love each other, but there's no respect for one another. They're just living together, just survive. They're just both in survival mode. But how long can you just be in survival mode? Bronx Girl says, hey everyone, happy Saturday. Hey Bronx Girl, welcome. Say hey says, I didn't think she's mentally stable enough to be alone on her own. No, I don't think so. I mean, but I don't think that's reason for Brett to stick around. I don't think that's his responsibility on that level if he chooses to bow out. But no, I see her being worse off if she were like single, like alone, like not with a man under a man's covering. I do see her being worse off, but I do see any man that she get with being worse off. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, who are you choosing, her or yourself? Because if the man comes into her life, they're going to be worse off than what they were before they met her, as what Brett was on record of saying. But for Rose, for her stability, she's better off when she's attached to a man. So it just comes down to these men have to choose what's more important, protecting her peace or protecting their own peace. And I don't even know if we want to say even protecting her peace. It just comes down to who ain't gonna prioritize himself or her. Who are they prioritizing? Virtuous Woman says, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please welcome, like, share, and subscribe. Can you guys hear me from my laptop? Can you hear me from my laptop? Yes. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to end. Yes. Okay. Okay. So good. I didn't want to. Okay. Y'all said, okay. It looks like when that call came in, it kicked me off and I didn't want to end the live. So I'm like, let me just go to my laptop because I had finished up my walk anyway. So I can just get off my phone or whatever. That is hilarious. JD was like, thanks for that super chat because I wouldn't have seen it. I'm just getting through the comments. Wow, y'all said for like 10 minutes, child. Ooh, and I was just talking too. And y'all still was on because it was still like over like 50 people still in. Y'all great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, JD. Thank you all. Y'all truly riders because it's been damn 10 minutes and y'all like, hell, her ass gonna hear. She gonna get the memo one day. She gonna get it one day. All right, hold on. Let me get position. Let me see where I'm gonna sit with my laptop. That's hilarious. Hold on. Hold on. Put this on the charger. Thank you. Thank you. Listen. And I even put the phone on like do not disturb, and that call still came in. Jack me all the way up, y'all. Oh my goodness. That one's gonna get me through the day. I didn't want to sit at my desk. Thank you. Oh, y'all crack me up. Oh my God. Not for 10 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. JD save lives. That super chat came up at the top. I'm like, oh, child, wait a minute. I'm talking for another 10 minutes. PM said, yes, we can hear you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I said Rose and done some. Rose, I'm about to fix her ass. Hilarious. Oh my goodness. Patricia says she also claims she's fasting, but was drinking Thursday and Friday and eating the kids' snacks. So what kind of fast we call that one? That one's a different kind of fast. She's just fasting from a grown-up food. I don't know. I seen her eating some fruit, but so the fast is because I think that she said that the pastor suggested that she fast. I want to do pastor know the extraness, the stuff that she does on the internet. Do pastor listen, not pastor, do pastor know what she really be doing? Just like with the therapist or whoever she said said that she had the postpartum rage. It is just like, but somebody said, child, she got that from TikTok. Girl, bye. I'm like, not TikTok. Not TikTok. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. This one gonna get me through the weekend. JD said, glad you saw. We were trying to read your lips. Your story seemed so hilarious. Oh my God. Like, damn, now that doesn't seem like that's some shit right there. I wish I could hear what she's saying, but the way she looking. Listen, I'm gonna tell a story. Oh my God. Yolanda said, missed a lot of what you were saying. Really, actually, Yolanda, at the time, I was talking a lot about it was actually so happened some things that you had posted about um, coming as you are and going about things God's way, and you have to be receptive to going about things his way. Otherwise, if with doing things on your own, you're going to get a different type of result. So my thing is, you can't want to try to do things your own way versus his way and be mad at the result that you're getting. Because a lot of times we want to do things our way because our way seems like it has the most resistance, but our way does not yield the better results. Like usually, like we will notice, like when we do things the right way or God's way, it's a different type of result we get. But it's like, I don't want to do it that way because that way may take more effort, more work on your end. It may cause for you to show up in a different way. It may cause for you to change how you dress, how you speak, how you move. And many of us not really, it's like, nah, I don't want to do that kind of work yet, because it seems uncomfortable or you're fearful of being judged because now you're moving in a different way and you don't want your friends, your family, people to say something because you're doing something different. So you continue to kind of follow what everybody else is doing. And I think a lot of people kind of get stuck in that. Or let's just say Rose. Rose sees that doing things her way garners her the clicks and views. But if she were to switch gears and do things the different way, probably a way in which she's encouraged to do from the messaging at church, it's going to cause for Rose to have to move differently. And she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to do that. A little puppy says, anybody notice as Rose added camera equipment to the wish list? No, Lord, do we need to take a field trip? I mean, because I still got the Amazon link up there. I know she talked about putting some clothes or something on there, but I'm about to refresh this thing, the Amazon and wish list, and see if there's equipment on there. There's still a lot of items still on this list. There's been a lot of things purchased as well. So, child, this list long. If you keep having to y'all gonna hit the button for that says see more. It's like, okay, how much more do we need to see? She got the whole damn Amazon here. So I'm on here. I don't see, unless the items have already been purchased, I don't see the equipment, camera equipment on here. I don't see the camera equipment. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. We taking a field trip to Amazon. Okay, so this is the list. I refreshed it. So this is what's left on the list. Can y'all see? Make sure, put me at the smallest. So this is let me get this off the screen. So this is what's left on the list. So maybe, but this is what's left. So unless maybe the equipment items that you're referring to have been purchased already. Let me see. A lot of clothes. The baby River's been wearing clothes lately, so I'm assuming they're the outfits that people have been purchasing for him that he's been wearing. So it's nice to see him in clothes, looking like a normal baby in clothes. It's the little things, like I say. So I don't see anything with the equipment, but let me filter it by the items purchased and see what we see. So these are the items purchased. I need to turn the fan on. I'm hot. These are items purchased. So yeah, I don't see the equipment. I don't see it. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't see it. Y'all riders, y'all real riders. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real dedicated students. Y'all real dedicated. I appreciate y'all. Virtuous woman says, a little puppy, why not they crazy enough to buy everything else? They the nuts, not her. Well, at least on that part. I agree. Rose, listen, Lord said, listen, Rose just lacks discipline. Like, it is what it is. She lacks discipline. I agree. JD says she got that from the same place she gets her statistics. She will hit you with some statistics in a minute. She love them stats. I love a good stat too, but somehow I don't know. We don't be looking at the same stats. I don't know. We use the statistical data in a different kind of way. Justice says, I was never breastfeeding causing, I never knew what breastfeeding caused postpartum symptoms. Only the rose comes up with these things and make it seem factual. Yeah, I've never heard anything linked to postpartum and breastfeeding. I just know postpartum can just come from just having a baby, but it being linked to breastfeeding, that's a new one to me, but I didn't go through any of that. So, child, I don't know, but listen, they said Rose be on TikTok. So maybe she got it from TikTok. Somebody on TikTok said, "Girl, you acting up because you breastfeeding." Rose is like, "Bet for real. I'm gonna tell them that on my next live." Oh, Yolanda said, God's way is the only way. Yes, when you know, you know. And I think many of us are guilty of trying to do it our way in a different type of way. But when you know, you wheel it back in. Rainin says, hey, Chic and everyone. Hey, Rainin, I hope you came in when you was able to hear the sound of my voice. JD says Scamazon. That's the name, Scamazon. Bertrand said, hey, Raining. Laura says next you will be looking for a tax attorney, defense attorney, and divorce attorney. And guess who gonna be paying for it? Guess who she finna be reaching out to fund all of that, Laura? You, and you. She already got the 30 by 30. I wonder how the 30 by 30 fundraiser going. 30 by 30. Laura said field trip. Yay. 30 by 30. Listen, because any new ideas that Rose come up, she ain't paying for that. We the people in her mind are paying for that. And not I, said the cat. We don't roll, we don't fall into those traps over here. But many people do, and it's very unfortunate. And our prayer is that they one day wake the hell up. Wake up, but today they still sleep. So we just gonna go ahead and put a blanket over them. Yolanda says, Sheik, you are funny and pleasant. Keep sharing your knowledge. This is how we learn from one another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yolanda said, what you say, Laura, field trip, yay. That's what she said. Laura's like, it's Saturday. We going somewhere. We outside today. We going to Amazon. We going to Amazon. I got my delicious in. I had mine in since Monday. Since Monday. Y'all know when you get so excited, you got your ish early. Yours, teacher, I been turned mine's in. I don't know why Lisa's still playing, but she gonna get left because I gave you mine the day you gave it out. Don't worry about how I got it signed off so fast. You got it, don't you? You got it, don't you? Oh my goodness. Anna said, Laura, remember when she said she didn't pay taxes? She said she kept all her money. Rose said, I got too many kids to be paying taxes. What you saying? What is taxes? What is that? I didn't go to school past high school, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't comprehend your honor. I don't see how you can hold any of that over my head because I told you where my education stopped at. Oh my goodness. Rhoda says it's a shame she's sorry and she too sorry to buy her family things, but she can get lip fillers. Make it make sense. Child, we come over here day in and day and night out to try to make it make sense. We be trying. This is a collective effort. Just y'all, this is like a whole group project when you in school. You know, when it's just like you got to divvy out the parts of the project because like we all got to kind of come together and you know you finna have that one or two ain't doing a damn thing, but gonna want their name on that paper. This is that project, y'all. So carry y'all weight. Just to say they are some nice gifts. People are more giving than we think. I'm going to be posting my wish list too. Well, listen, what they say, if the rose can do it, so can you. If the rose can do it. Laura says that Anna, no, but it does not surprise me. She does not do things normal. So IRS, who cares about them? There is nothing normal about that woman. Ms. Mola says breastfeeding is supposed to release happy, relaxing endorphins. I guess if you are vitamin mineral deficient, it would be draining. So you saying Rose ain't got the things that she need in her body to be releasing the happy. So you got to have, first of all, you need to have a starting point to have what you're supposed to have in the body before all this happiness can be released. So she ain't even got the stuff she's supposed to have in her body. What the hell the happiness is pulling from? So I get what you're saying, Miss Mola. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Laura says, and a certain monies are gifts with YouTube. Child, my. Anna says, Laura, I know, but I'm talking about the check she received. Laura says, and Anna, she really foolish to play with the IRS. She thinks CPS is a nightmare. Try the IRS and tax evasion. She said it on live on a regular video. So from my understanding, like even like with tax and stuff with you with the YouTube, they're supposed to, I'm just now kind of qualified eligible for like monetization and all that. So I haven't like had a first payout yet. Lord willing, that will be sometime this month. But from my understanding, they do the tax deductions from it. So if she's collecting the YouTube checks, they should be taking the taxes out. But listen, I'm new to the whole monetization thing, so I haven't seen what that looks like. But that's from my understanding because it was kind of a question I had to someone who's also a content creator. And I asked, like, okay, how does taxes work? Do you get like a 1099? Are you responsible for paying your own taxes? And they were like, well, they take out the taxes. So I don't know. Hopefully, they're taking those taxes out and she's good on that end. But you just never know. Rose gonna do what the Rose gonna do. Anna says she, not the group project, and Rose taking the credit for finding and denying it. Y'all know it be that one. That is Rose ass. Can't y'all see her being that damn one? She ain't been in none of the damn meetings. But on the day it's due, child, she front and center talking about y'all with a project at. Let me look it over. Let me proofread it just to make sure it look good. Cause y'all, we got to make sure that we ain't just turning any. Y'all know that person who come in the final hour and they got all the feedback and ideas and suggestions, and you just ready to cuss them smooth the hell out. I know I can't be the only one who have ever participated in a group project. That is Rose ass. That is her all day. And that is her. A little puppy says maybe she removed it, but the camera light is still on her wish list. Listen, little puppy, maybe did you put it in somebody comment somewhere? Because she probably caught on that she was on her ass. A little puppy says, speaking of wish list, I really think you should put up one for your birthday in October, Chic. I would definitely be sending you something. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll create one. I've never just created one for the general public. So that I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. But thank you very much. Yep, October. I'm Scorpio. October 25th is my birthday. I will be 44 years old. Thank you. Laura says she has multiple areas of earrings, and when you join combined, you are paying more. No, she has multiple areas of earnings, and when you join combine it, you are paying more. I get it. So yeah, I don't know. Laura said, listen, she was like, ain't nobody got what are taxes? And what you say, how's it spelled? Oh, I don't even know what that is. I can't even spell it. So I don't know what you're talking about. Love Watt says someone must have promised to gift her furniture because she says it's in the mail. I've been hearing people saying that for weeks now, for a long, long time. JD said, as she speaks now, she will show up on the day of the project trying to present it. Child, yes, and it'd be that one person, you got to pick the person to present. Rose be like, all in her damn yoga outfit. I got it. I'm ready. I feel like, my lips popping. I look good. I will be able to get extra credit because of the presentation, the physical presentation of how I look as I present this project. Yes, I agree. That would be the Rose. We know what we working with over here. And she would get cut smooth the hell out and be like, you don't sit your ass down and go sit down because your name ain't going on this project. So go back where the hell you came from. Oh my God. Y'all know it be that one you got to get together in a group, bro. You know it be that one you got to get together in a group. Oh my goodness. Hey, Judge Fifi, girl, what you cooking? I was some egg rolls last night. I went to bed thinking about them damn egg rolls. I said, Fifi said some egg rolls and some rice. I should have asked for a plate because I was starving when I got off my live. I was hungry. I really was. Anna says, welcome, Fifi. Anna says, hello. The 6th was yesterday. It isn't here. Oh, my goodness. Yolanda says, Chic, my birthday is October 2. I will be 64. What day, girl? What day is yours on? When is yours in October? October. That's the month. What we said, that's still fall. We still fall babies. When winter start? We still in the fall. Just Judge 50 said, girl, they was fire, girl. Okay, go on and just send go on and just put the recipe in, email me the recipe. But it sounded good. It sounded good. I sure thought about them too. I ain't gonna even lie. I thought about it. I said, ooh, Fifi ate good before or after or during her live. Must be nice. Must be nice. As I was heating up my Popeye, my Marie Calendar chicken pot pie. Now, if you don't know about them, you better get on them. Get on your Marie Calendar chicken pot pie. That's what I ate after the live last night. And that's as good as it got last night. So I'm glad your dinner went well, Judge Fifi. Laura says that Judge Fifi is Rose a tax evader that is big and very profitable, provable. Well, listen, Judge Fifi, Laura want to know is did Laura talk about taxes? Is Laura is Rose? Laura wants to know is Rose paying her taxes? I know y'all done had conversations, so you already know with that brain looking like how it works. Is the girl over there paying taxes? October 27th. So you Scorpio like me, so you understand all this energy. If nobody understand me on here, Yolanda, I'm expect for you to understand me. I'm expect for you to understand me then. 'Cause you know us October Scorpios, we got a little different than the November ones. Judge Phoebe says, I'm eating leftover. Girls, stop it. Don't even tell me no more. God, okay. JD says, I'm hungry. Now, we all hungry. Hell, Judge Phoebe talking about she eating egg roll. Okay, but they did sound good. Yolanda says, people don't believe my age. Just what they say, black don't crack. Black don't crack. I listen. They don't believe my age, too, and I'm what I can be your child. My mom, yep, you older than my mom. My mom's like 61, I believe. So yeah, think we sisters, huh? Yeah, think we sisters. Judge Fifi says, I damn near fell asleep during my life. I might have to go there and play it just to pick, just to even peep the energy. Oh my God. I think like by you had already, I think by the time I ended mine, Fifi, you probably was already even done with yours because yours didn't, it wasn't as long as mine. That's hilarious. I damn near fell asleep on it. Oh my God. Well, get rested because I see you got one tonight and you got Sukihana name up in there. You got any? I was just kind of like, wow, Sukihana and Rose, that combination. And then someone mentioned Rose did a short and talked about Sukihana. So I wondered if that was your inspiration for your scheduled show, the short that Rose put out there um, referencing Sukihana. Addison, hello. She said, I went to a Marie Calendar restaurant in San Diego and I love the fresh pot pie. I didn't know that she had a calendar, a restaurant. I went to the Lowry's. Y'all know the season salt Lowry. There's an actual steakhouse um, in um, in Beverly Hills. I went to that restaurant before and that was great. But yeah, it's Lowry's like this season. I didn't know there was a restaurant, a Lowry's restaurant and that was really good. But yeah, that was my first time hearing about a Marie Calendar. I've never been to San Diego. I'm from California. I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm from Northern California. San Diego was on the bucket list, places to go. So now I got really a reason to go there, check out Marie Calendar. But I love her chicken pot pies. Yep. Judge Fifi says she reached out to Suki and Suki told her to get the restraining orders. Okay. So that's what you want to talk about. So yes, someone says she pulled the short though. That's crazy. Anybody turned into doggone Sukihana for guidance. I didn't know anybody other than maybe like a sexy red would turn to Sukihana for any damn thing. So to hear that Rose talking about I go to church every Sunday and I've been doing this for the past, I think she said 5 weeks, but then in the next breath, I reach out to Sukihana for guidance. Like she's treating Sukihana like a mentor. Where they do that at? You know she lost in the sauce if she turned into Sukihana for any damn thing. Child, Lord, fix it. Fix it, I say, fix it. JD says, yep, that short was a mess. Shake my head. I just wonder about the kids coming across the content later in life. So vulgar and suggestive of depraved behavior. I wonder the same thing. Listen, the internet is forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. The internet is forever. And that's the part that she don't really think about is that one day her children will see this content. Because just think about it, Rose is already at over a million subscribers now. And like how big she'll be, let's just say 5 years. Rose is definitely going to, I can see her still hitting another million. I can see it. I mean, she still stay on the internet doing the absolute most. People are here to watch that foolishness. And even us as content creator, it's content. So we're going to be reviewing her content. Like Rose says, listen, this is a holistic. Help me help you. Y'all hit this like button because y'all need me to put this content out so y'all know y'all will have content to put out. Y'all see how this works? That's what the Rose says. And she wasn't lying. So that means as her children get older, the brand grows more. Yes, people are going to recognize them. They're going to have questions. Yes, the kids are going to be put into situations to where they're going to be put on the spot to talk about certain things that take place within their family. And Rose, in true Rose fashion, is going to gaslight them. Just tell them, oh, the kid, they just jealous because of this, that, and the third. Poor kids. I just listen. We have to just continue to keep that family lifted in prayer for the babies. For the babies. B-Day says it's hard out here for a pimp. I am pimping my subscribers now. Bitch, run me my wish list. Hard out here for a pimp. Listen, that's what Rose say. Rose knows how to hustle, but then we hear the background from her dad. Her daddy was, he was about that street life. So Rose got it honest. It's in her blood. Like it's just who she is. Laura says, who is Suki? Y'all explain to Laura who Suki is. Laura wants to know who is Suki with the good, who is Suki? Y'all let Laura know who Suki is, please. Judge Fifi says, a rapper who like eating booty. Well, there you go, Laura. There you go. Yolanda says, she can everyone have a great day. Have a great day, Miss Yolanda. JD says she had another short or reel with a Suki song, I believe, suggesting using another hole because the kitty was loose. I cannot. But this woman going to church every Sunday. She done said every third Sunday. She said every Sunday, I'm in the Lord's house. Laura says other kids will have a lot of mama jokes. Yes, like those kids are going to catch it. Like, yes, you right, Laura. They're gonna have a lot of mama jokes. They're gonna have a lot of jokes. They're gonna be passing the content around. And then she has boys. So their first experience to just the love and connection between male and female comes from their mom. So yeah, it's just not going to be a good look. It's not. Yolanda says going to enjoy the nice Houston weather. Yes, enjoy, be safe, stay cool. If it's hot there like it is here in Georgia, make sure you are cool. JD says the last short references is older, so maybe she looks up to her or something. I hope not. Nobody need to be looking up to her. You real lost in the sauce if you looking up to anything that got the name Suki in it. Yolanda says prayers to each and every one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good rest of your Saturday. JD says that Laura, you may not want to know, but she says she has the good coochie. Oh my goodness. Lord, do you know what that last word means? Lord, do you know what that means? Lord, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? B-Day say JD. Listen, B-Day. JD is trying. No child left behind. Y'all know in classes that one that got to get brought up to speed because they ain't been to class in damn about 8 days. Y'all know it be that one that don't be there. When they show up, they be like, let me see your notes. What's going on? What I miss? You like, motherfucker, everything. The last day of the semester is tomorrow. What is you talking about? What did I miss? Y'all know it be that one. It be that one trying to get brought up to speed, slowing the class down because they been gone for 8 days and they trying to figure out now what happened. Listen, teacher, you going too fast. I need you to slow down. Y'all know how I be. Y'all know how I be. Lord says, let me add Suki to my Google search. Oh Lord. Lord, please pray over that laptop, that computer. You tried to type that into the internet, child, because you probably gonna need some holy water put on that laptop or that device afterwards. Oh my goodness. Lord said, listen, I'm about to Google coochie. Go Diva said her relation to Suki is very strange. Oh, JD said Lord NSFW and maybe use incognito. Y'all, listen, we just trying to keep everybody afloat. We don't want nobody left behind. We are the honor students and we want everybody to be on our level. So y'all make sure that we bring Laura along. Grab her hand, show her the way. JD said, B-Day, I just wonder sometimes. We all wonder sometimes. Laura says, I've been coachly deprived in some areas. Laura, oh, you gonna get brought up to speed because this is the advanced class. Because so we don't drop down no levels. We bring you up to our level. So just get your notepad out and your pen and paper and take notes. Just take notes. B-Day says, and JD, we're all wondering what and when to stop it, JD. Katie said, I should have asked how old you were first, Laura, because it's rated Z music. One of the last times I heard a song, I was looking around clutching my chest. Well, it's too late now, JD, and she in the class. We are no child left behind here. So listen, you got to learn sometime. She was like, well, you got to learn sometime. So today is the day. So go on and get her caught up to speed. Go on and let her know who Suki with the good coochie is. Go on, let her know. Because somebody may one day ask her, and therefore she gonna have the answers. She gonna be like, well, JD said, and I backed it with Google. Oh my good Judge Fifi says I'm cracking up. You Judge Fifi shit. And Judge Fifi, you just put it simple. She like to eat booty. Y'all know how sometimes they say read this and sum it up. Put it in your own words. Judge Fifi put that shit in her own words. JD got it theirs in their own words. Y'all just summed it up. Y'all just summed it up. Child, Lord. Did I mess up when I say class? Please educate Laura. Y'all educated her all right. Oh my God. Laura said, JD, I'm 60. Okay. Laura 60. Listen, Laura learning some things. Laura, that's all right. For the first 60 years, you didn't learn, you didn't know with a lot of this stuff you learned in a day, but that's okay. It's just making you more well-rounded. Because one day, one of them other senior citizens probably going to wonder who Suki is, and you're going to be able to say she is the woman who says she got the good coochie, and Judge Fifi says she eat booty too. Can y'all imagine that conversation at the senior center? Y'all know how the older people go to the senior center, it's like the older recreation center, and what they bid with what the older people be playing. I don't know. Y'all play spades, Laura. Y'all play spades. What y'all be doing? What y'all be doing? And the conversation come up, child. Lord, the day that conversation gonna come up, Laura gonna be like, listen, I know who she is. I'll be following Sheik's speech, y'all. Y'all better get on. Y'all best to get on. Because you're gonna learn some things over there. No child left behind, regardless of your age. She don't leave nobody behind. Come on over here and get educated. You better tell them, Laura. Rhoda says she's a trash box like Rose. Let her know. Laura says, so Suki is a singer. Listen, if we left it up to Laura to basically tell us and sum it up who Suki is, I think Suki appreciate Laura because Suki will give her all kinds of descriptive words that we ain't never used. Jean says, I watched the interview of Suki and she just dumb, period. Oh my goodness. Laura said, JD, no, just a bit lost with some stuff. She said, educate me, youngin, educate me. Judge Fifi said, no, Laura, I'm gonna give you a history lesson on Suki. Lord, okay, Laura, you following Judge Fifi? Because she got a show, I think somebody said at 7 tonight. So grab you and your friends and y'all libations and y'all head over there at 7 to listen what the hell Judge Fifi's about to say, because she about to educate you. So the next time somebody throw up Suki's name and say, who is Suki? You gonna already have the tea. You're gonna be able to let them know. You're going to be able to let them know like they letting you know. You're going to be able to speak on. You might not be able to say who the hell Kelly Rowland is, but goddamn it, you're going to know who Sukihana with the good coochie is. Period. No child left behind. B, they said Suka or Suki switched that to switch. Oh my goodness. Y'all see, y'all the one said, we wasn't hearing you for 10 minutes. Y'all hearing me now. Y'all damn hearing me now. For 10 minutes, y'all don't know what the fuck I was saying, but y'all hearing me now. Y'all, it's like, y'all sure y'all want to hear what I got to say? Bronze Girl said, Laura, she raps about eating booty. Had B, and then hashtag cheap. That booty, not a good rapper. Oh, B, that said, let's save Laura. She don't want to be saved. Do Laura wants to be? Listen, B-Day, Laura want to know. Laura want to know. She said, don't be coddling her. she said, you got to ask questions. That's the only way you know. Oh my goodness. JD says she is a Laura. She has a song about empowering the kitty, eating booty like groceries and all imaginative things around the grown folks' activities. I love the summary, JD. JD, you are a star. JD, you a real honor student. I love it. I love it. I love it. You are top of the class. I love it because I assure you can put that in the internet for the reference check, and it's not going to come up that you plagiarized that. I truly believe that those are your own words. Oh my God, I don't even know why I'm messing with you. It's too hot to be playing these games. Yanti said, all natural, no Juvederm. Oh my God. Bronze Girl says, put it this way, it's no music you don't want your young kids to listen to. Sum it up for it. Laura says, JD, wow, I never heard of her. Unfortunately, we have. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we have. Oh my God. Judge Fifi says, mudshot on Suki will be shown. Y'all make sure y'all be over there or y'all subscribe to Judge Fifi because y'all know she the queen of receipts. She finna show it all. Laura, it sounds like by the time you finish listening to tonight's live on Judge Fifi's channel, all of your questions will be answered. You will be able to do a wonderful report on who Sukihana is and what she stands for and how she can relate to the rose. Laura says, have you guys ever heard of Blackpink? No, I never heard of Blackpink. JD says NSFW lyrics. Laura, here's a preview of one of her songs. That's my whore. She a slut. She a bop. She gonna soak it up and suck it up. Like, listen. Laura, go on, screenshot this. I don't know if you want to memorize these lyrics or not. I don't know. JD said, listen, these lyrics, this is what the hell she's saying. It is up to you for your interpretation. If you want to do a report on what the hell she's talking about for us in translation for other fellow 60-year-olds to understand it, make it do what it do. But JD and damn summed it up for you. Judge Fifi said, if you need to know more, come holla at her at 7 o'clock. Okay. Period. Laura says, my granddaughter taught me Blackpink, a real popular Korean girl band. Okay. Addison said, Laura, I'm into Asian drama, so I've heard of Blackpink. Okay. JD said, Laura about to be clutching her pearls later tonight. She has her cotex together. Laura, just get ready. Just get ready. And you might probably bring a friend, have a support system next to you so y'all can take it in together. Preferably somebody who grown as hell next to you, not no child. So y'all can dissect and understand what the hell Judge Fifi about to reveal to y'all. Because if you know anything about Judge Fifi and her content, she don't half-ass nothing. She bring it all. She come correct with you. So get ready. Get ready. B-Day said Laura will become a connoisseur on Snatch Day. You know, I really come here and to encourage for everyone to continue to learn, to continue to ask questions, to broaden your horizons. That's really what this space is about. It just has navigated and made its way to Suki because of Rose. Otherwise, you wouldn't be damn talking about Suki ass. But Rose talking about Christian and Suki all in the same 7 days, and that's just unholy. Laura says that Adonis, my 7-year-old granddaughter, loves them. JD said, happy day. Y'all cracks me up. If y'all don't stop it, I say. If y'all while y'all showing out, have y'all hit the like button because y'all doing the most in here. And I'm here for it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, Lord, how many of y'all been around since day one when Laura had been an honor student? Just the background for y'all who new to my channel. Laura came over here probably after I probably started covering Rose content after probably about a week. Laura made her way over here because she was a strong supporter of Rose, the Millers. So she came over here, like defending her, and lots of people in the chat was like, really like challenging her and calling her a rosebud. She like, I'm not a rosebud, but the way she was over here windmilling, I'm like, hell, you need to be a rosebud. You need to damn be have a wrench. Child, Laura never left. It was so funny because one day the people in the chat was just going in and just challenging Laura, and Laura was holding her own, just justifying why she was loving the Millers. At one point, Laura got quiet and somebody said, "Oh, I think she gone." Laura popped back in and said, "No, I'm still here." When I say that shit took me out, y'all, and the way she popped up and said, "No, I'm still here," Laura ain't even left. Child, when I say Laura ain't left, I even have since a week ago or so gave Laura a wrench. Laura was like, that's too much for my anxiety. The way my nerves are set up, I can't do it. But listen, that's what this is the history of Laura. She has been transformed. So as we talk about God and how he can bring you through things, Laura has found her way over here. I don't even know if she even going over to the channel no more because Laura stay here. She be early in class. Talking about I'm here, present, slip, field strip slip turned in the day is handed out before it even made its way home. Laura got her shit already signed and handed in. Talking about don't ask about who signed off. Here's this damn permission slip. Oh my God. As I said, Laura, my favorite hero. Oh, Jesus. Um, Y'all cracks me up. JD says, keep your grandbabies away from Suki though, Laura. Blackpink, the Korean group, is more kid friendly. Oh, B, they said we tried. JD says, come through with the recommendations. Laura says, JG, yes, I see that. B, they say today, Laura has graduated. Congratulations. Listen, no child left behind. Sometimes it takes you till you damn 60 to learn what the fuck going on. Sometimes it be that way. So you got some old fools out there now. Sometimes it be that way. But Laura said, what we not gonna do is leave my ass behind. I've been in this class. I'm fucking day one. I've been here longer than a lot of y'all asses. Put some respect on my name. Lord said, put some respect on my name. Lord's like, shit, I'm a day one with this rose ish. Oh my God. Stacy said, I remember. Stacy remembers. Stacy one of them day ones with this rose ish. B-Day says, you are loved. Oh my goodness. JD said, Laura has her honorary wrench. Oh my God. Oh, y'all. Y'all, yes, the day I will never forget when Laura entered the chat. Lord's eye. So that's why when them trolls come over here, the rosebud come over there, I tell them, shut the hell up, just sit down because listen, you too can be delivered. Lord has been delivered. You too can be delivered. It facts. It you too can be delivered. Laura says, I enjoy learning things outside of what I might normally see. Just in case y'all know, Laura's a whole white woman. I think she said she married to an African man who damn changed to who was a savior. So Laura was like, listen, I'm not with the dumb ish. I'm trying to learn. Listen, I know y'all move real differently than my people over here. So child, I'm I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. And we respect that, Laura. I definitely enjoy you being over here and reading your comments on my videos. You are all right with me. And you seem to be all right with everyone else over here. B Day says we are accepting new students for the captain. Why y'all be calling her that? Y'all call it. So what is that all about when I see y'all refer her to the cactus? Because y'all feel like she got thorns in her. Because y'all don't be calling her the rose. Y'all call her the cactus. Who started that? Tosh Mob? Who started calling that woman that? I needs to know because I'm like, I say when she have her surgery, she gonna morph into Tulip. I'm gonna be calling her Tulip after she do her mommy makeover because she said once she turned 30, have this surgery, the way she finna transform on us, the way she finna morph into something else. So I say, y'all, she finna morph into Tulip. Oh my God. And Laura says she thank you for kind of showing up for us. B Day said, JD, please explain cactus. Oh my JD said her dry lips, she has them. Nah, and I wouldn't have never put that to it, you know. I just said rose and opposite of a rose might be a cactus. Lord, I would have never put the damn chops to it. You know, I do you know what? I do the best I can to try to be a good example to the world. I do. Y'all don't be having no damn high expectation of me over here. Please don't. I do the best I can over here, just like y'all. We do the best we can over here, child. Oh my goodness. JD said that's my interpretation. Be day. Listen, JD know how to sum some shit up. That's about all. JD like, listen, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to it. That is all I got. That's all I got. And it was understood. That's all you needed. I got it. Say no more. What they say? Say less. Oh my God, B Day, you know he was, you know he was going, you knew JD was gonna cut up on that one. Oh my goodness. Chosen said if you like to leave a super chat, you can. And don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please like, share, subscribe. Super chats are lovely. Cash apps are lovely. A like, share, subscribe is a blessing too. So I appreciate and welcome all types of support in all forms. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. JD said Tosh Mov may have to give a formal answer. Felt like it probably had something to do with her. The way I laughed when she told me, so I didn't know the background story with the CarMax until after I watched Tasha K live with Rose. And I'm like, damn, why she keep applying that damn CarMax? So it took to after that, and when I got to know who Tosh Mob was, because I didn't know who she was before then, she was like, I was the inspiration of that. I'm like, oh my God, Lord Jesus. You know, everything says you can't serve two masters. Her dressing, sexuality, cursing. You either a Christian or not. You said pick one. Pick one, child. Pick one because it cannot be both. Y'all, I done laughed myself into a hunger. I'm so damn hungry. Y'all know I'm damn little as hell. I'm barely big. Listen, I'm bigger than Rose ass, but I'm little. Y'all didn't see me spin a block walking, and I've lost what talking to y'all laughing, and y'all know that's burning calories. My goddamn ass hungry. I need some of them damn egg rolls Judge Fifi said she made. Hell. Oh my God. The B Day said Tosh can provide a more informative expertise answer. I bet she can. Tosh can probably do a whole sermon on what it is. Because y'all know she can have a long live. I think last night I seen Tosh had probably over 700 people, 700 people in there listening to her. And I said, I know she going off. She had a whole stadium watching her. That was a lot of damn people. It was a lot of people. Bronze Girl says those promo surgeries are not it. Look at all the ones that went to goes on promo. Not a good outcome, and where ghosted by the plastic surgeries. Wow. Listen, Rose better be careful. She best to be careful. Chosen says, my phone died. I had to switch to an iPad. Oh, listen, don't worry. I was on here talking for damn 10 minutes to my damn self. I guess it was me and Jesus and my dog. And my daughter was in the room because y'all sure didn't know what the hell I was saying. And here's the kicker. It was like 55 people still watching. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why was y'all still on? Somebody said the way your lips was moving, it looked like you had some good ish to say. We just couldn't hear it. Oh my God. I had a phone call come through and it just knocked my mute child messed me all the way up, and I couldn't fix it from the phone. So I just had to pull the laptop out. So I say that to say I know what the struggle is when you like got to switch from one device to another, because signing off just ain't an option. Signing off is just not an option. B Day's laughing at JD. JD, I'm laughing at you, B Day. Laura, y'all cracking me up. Oh, JD said Chapstick finally made an appearance on the Tasha K interview. It did. She kept pulling it out. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I think the thing that stood out to me is that most of the time a woman's going to have like some lip gloss or like a flavor. They ain't having Carmex. Like, I've had Carmex, but that's not our preference. That's not our first go-to is the Carmex. The fact that she had a CarMax with Jack Daniels and a water bottle. I think she said she was drinking Jacks. That was a hell of a combination with the wig on. I said, what? And you be on here talking about Black women, how we need to do better and show up better. And this is how you represent us on the Tasha K show, who got more subscribers than you got. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, sit down, Rose. Sit down. Sit down. JD says, I'm about to go eat now too. She speaks. We all hungry. Go eat because Lord Jesus, I know I'm hungry. Me, they say, Rose, it's either Satan or God, not both. Pick one. Pick one. Because right now you moving in one. So don't be claiming that other one if you doing this. I'm with you on that. JD said, I've loved cutting up in here today. Enjoy listening 100%. I came in late, so we'll have to listen to the first part of the replay. Yes, be a part of the replay gang. And thanks again for letting me know. Y'all couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying. So thanks again for letting me know with the super chat. Have a good one. Stay cool out there because it is hot. B, they say, JD, you had me laughing. Oh my goodness. B, that you listen. You wasn't making it no better. Oh my God. Y'all crazy. Have a great day. You too. Blessed from Texas. Welcome. She says, hey, Chic, I done missed the whole live. I'm here at work today. Sis, it is no problem. You here and you can always catch that the replay. We cutting up. We just cutting up. You know how we do. Ain't no different. How long I've been on here? I've been on here 2 hours, child. JD said you guys did too at B-Day. Listen, it's been a lot going on. Blessed from Texas. We talking about Rose and Rose a Christian. She says she a Christian. She be at that church house every Sunday. She says she's spiritual. She ain't religious, and religious people be pretty much she don't mess with them religious people because she's spiritual. So don't get it twisted. Now don't worry about them shorts with her doing the splits. That's irrelevant. Don't worry about that. That is not what you need to be focused on. You need to be focused on them videos where she is in the Lord's house waving her hands from left to right. That's what you need to be focused on. That's what the Rose wants me, you, and everybody else on Beyonce Internet to focus on, because she said that is what matters. Period. Bless him. Tell you say you'll catch up. Yes, catch up. Listen, play it in your ear. But that's what I started this live like talking about, because we just talk about It's not about what you say, it's like how you show up. And just if you are a Christian, you don't have to go around broadcasting it, speaking on it, justifying it. It just shows with how you move, how you walk. And so that's kind of what the conversation has been about. It's just showing up in a way that has people to have a clear understanding of who you are and what you're about. You not leaving people confused. Rose leave many people confused because what she says does not line up with her walk. She don't walk it like she talk it. So people are just confused. And I feel like that's what prompted her to go into justification mode as to her being a Christian and being spiritual, not religious and things like that, is because Rose know that how she moves out here, it doesn't line up with how a Christian move. She knows that. So she has to always do these disclaimers. If you notice, Rose does a lot of splaining. Who always say that who's that always say you got some explaining to do. I can't remember who says that, but instead of explanation, splaining. She always splaining, trying to get people to believe in whatever she's trying to sell in that moment. And their wolf tickets. We like, girl, miss me with that. But them rosebuds be here for it, but we're not. We're not here for it. We're not here for it. We call you out on it. She and her rosebuds, they getting their feelings about it. So what? So what? It is what it is. This is my part of the little internet world. I'm not bothering anybody. And I choose to come on my platform, speak, review her content, provide commentary that's backed by my own personal opinion, also backed by science. We touch on science. We have whole entire lessons over here. So I'm just not just saying shit that come out my ass like it's backed by some type of research. I do have education in the field of mental health, but Rose doesn't like that. Someone in the comments even suggested that maybe because many people believe, just like I do, that Rose does watch my content over here. She's seeing, what we're talking about and things like that. But someone said maybe she spoke on it because of what, hearing you talk about like religion, things like that, to just kind of give some understanding as far as her beliefs and all of that. Okay, I get it. But you can say anything. But does what you say align with how you move? That's what it comes down to, any of us. People shouldn't be left in just total confusion after watching you and how you move. That's just to sum it up. That's any of us, anybody here. People shouldn't be left confused. People should be able to pay attention and see how you move, to be like, okay, this person about their business. They serious about this, that, and third, because they see how you show up. They see the consistency. It's the consistency for me. Are you consistently doing the absolute most? Yes, that's the answer for Rose. Yes, yes, yes. She's consistently doing the absolute most. So when she talks about Christianity, being a Christian, people are like, what? What? And that's what brings her on here, to try to explain what she's explaining today. It's always something with her. Les from Texas says, exactly. When you know, you know. Laura says her Amazon wish list is provided by a bet by others who claim Christianity as their walk in life. And that would just be I'm wondering, I just got to wondering if really this whole Christianity plug is a new target for a new group of people by her putting that out there. I don't know, because I had never heard her speak on being a Christian before. And someone else in my chat who said they followed her for 2-3 years had never heard her speak on being a Christian as well. So my initial thought early on when I started this live during my walk and talk, when I was walking, because I've concluded my walk, I'm in the air conditioning in my home now. My thought was like, is she trying to grab that demographic? So you just never know, because she a hustler, baby. She a hustler through and through. Little Paul says, Ricky, Ricardo, Lucy, you have some splaining to do. Oh, when I say that was my favorite show, was like when I was a young girl. Y'all have always been the old. So yes, I was sitting in the house watching them black and white shows. I wasn't trying to be outside playing in the heat or playing in the damn cold, whatever the season was. I was in the house watching I Love Lucy. Yes, I was. uh
TNT says, I love Lucy. Ricky was said, Lucy, you have some splaining to do. Oh my goodness. Oh, memories. Laura says, reminds me of a certain leader we had. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, like Rose, we're on to you, young lady. We're on to you. So she tried it. She tried it. So, yes, so that's the latest. Rose is like, listen, yes, you are looking at a Christian woman here. Did please disregard the leopard print sports bra that you've seen me in for the past 60 days. Disregard that. But this is what a Christian woman looks like. And if you do not believe me, you can check my vlogs where you can see me and my husband and my children sitting in the church, moving to praise music, enjoying. Listen, I'm just summing up what she's saying over there. Because some of y'all say y'all don't like to go over there, give the views. Y'all come over here and have me to tell y'all what she said. So I'm telling y'all what she said. B-Day says you don't play with God or use his name in vain. That part, and that's what she's doing. Because somebody said right after she had posted a video with her in church, the next day is when she did that sensual one. I think that was the one when she did the split on the wall where she had her legs spread wide. Listen, legs going literally like this because the girl is limber, literally like this, literally. And they were like, she did that. Like, it was like the next day, just crazy. It's the transition for me. Like, how we get from posting content surrounding God to this. Like, it's, I listen, I be all kind of confused. And y'all let me know it's just not me. It's not just me. So I do appreciate that. Because sometimes you can think you crazy until somebody come along and be like, nah, child, it ain't you. It ain't you. Little puppy says maybe we should start calling her Lucy Miller. Lord. Little Lucy. Little Lucy Miller. Little Lucy. Little Lucy. I don't know. Y'all probably maybe so. I'll keep that in mind. Not Little Lucy Miller. And I love Lucy. I don't know if I even want to do Lucy like that and connect her to the rose like that. Laura said people love redemption shorts, but she has to put on one piece swimming suit. Laura said, okay, regardless of what the hell, she can split all she wants to, but can we get a one piece around here? Can we get a one piece? Can we add one to the Amazon wish list? Can we put a one piece on the wish list, child? Pick a color. You can listen, you can pick whatever color you want for the one piece, but just put one on there. Laura, will you sponsor the one piece? Will you go out there if she picked out a one piece? If she picked out a one piece, would you go out there and purchase the one piece? Angela Smith says, stop using God, your new savior, Rose. Listen, Rose, with Rose, we see no one's exempt. No one is exempt. No one's exempt when it comes to her, and God is included. Rose, like, listen, everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Good luck with that, Rose. Stacy says, I do remember in Arizona, she tried to attend church on a regular, but it's still part of the plan. Yeah, she says she's always been a Christian, and going to church has been always been like a thing. So that was new information for me, to hear her say. And it's just like, okay, but can we start aligning our words with how we move? Like, can we just line them up? That's all I'm saying. Can we just line them up? I'm not here. I just would like to see you line them up. Can you just line up with whatever messaging you're getting on Sunday at church in Hawaii? Can you walk the walk when you leave? That's all. That's all. Because if you did, it wouldn't create the confusion. People be like, okay, I see you. I see your progression, Rose. I see your elevation. I see your growth. But that's not what we're seeing. We're like, what? We wouldn't, if we didn't know better, we wouldn't even know that you even knew what a church house was with the way you out here moving. Angela says Rose sexualizes everything she does. She only confident when she shows herself as sex. Yes, and I would love to know the story behind that. Like, where does that come from? Because that has to come from somewhere. Where does that come from? What's the story there? Because this had to come prior to her becoming a dancer. Like it came from somewhere. I want to know, what is the root of this behavior? What happened in your younger years when you were a child that made you believe that this was the way for you to be seen, that made you feel that this is where your value come from? Where does this come from? Who did you see move this way? Now let Rose tell it. She says her mother and her sister both were once dancers. They were the first dancers in the family, and they used to dance together. Rose's mother said that's a whole MF lie. Janarda Makeupson, I think how she pronounced it, Makeupson, says that's a lie. She says she was never a dancer, but Rose said Janarda and her other daughter, Rose's sister, danced together. That's what Rose says. B-Day says Rose has the stripper talent, legs open, legs closed. I'm a hoe, and you know that I'm a hoe on the pole. Jesus Christ. What music y'all think she coming out to? Oh my goodness. What music? Afterwards AM at the church on Sunday. Is this a whole thing? Like, is this what the people who partake in that world, like, is this a thing? Where's Black China when we need her? We need her to talk to us about that life. Like, what really go down in that life? Is this what it is? Like, is this what happens? Because even the thing, let's just say, even with Black China, when she said, hey, I didn't turn things around, I'm going to say we didn't see Black China still kind of straddling the fence. We just seen her just do this transition. And so I think because of that, it didn't leave the collective of us kind of confused, because it's just like, okay, she says she's now transitioned, and now this she's going on this walk. And it's like, okay. But it wasn't like we heard her on one platform say, hey, I found God, I'm saved, this, that, and the third. And then the next day, we see her back to her old shenanigans, or what she had us to believe was old. We see her still doing the devilish things. So I don't think as a collective, we was really left confused like that. We just saw like, oh, okay, this is a person who's showing signs that she's just growing. She's grown. Okay, we can rock with that. What we can't rock with is when you play double sides of the coin. And it's just like, okay, you're saying this. Okay, I hear you. That all sounds good. But then the next day, you want some other stuff that's to the contrary of what you just told us the day before, in regards to you going a different path, finding a new way. Like, make it make sense. We're just confused. And so this live stream has been about confusion and trying to figure it out. They said Rose has a target audience. So what would you say that target audience is? What is it? Like, if we were to put a name on it, like, what is the target audience? She calls her church channel is classified as a family channel. That Queen of Kings is a family channel. She has her another channel that's her own personal channel, but she doesn't regularly put content on there. And I believe she has like 10,000 subscribers over there, and she hasn't posted in a while. But, and I didn't even know she even had that channel until someone in my comments one day put it in there. I was like, she has another channel, but that channel didn't take off in the way in which her family channel did. So she doesn't really put content on there. But a lot of this craziness that she has on the family channel, I feel like it makes more sense to be on her personal channel, because it's more like adult related, type content, not family content for like children, for things for you to watch with your children. So I'm just confused. Like, why don't she just continue to grow and develop that personal channel? I don't know. And so what is that audience? Because if I'm confused, I feel like a lot of us over here are confused. It's a lot of other people who are confused too. Angela is exactly she playing both sides, but still the same. Like, make it make sense, child. A little puppy says, I have not no idea what her target audience is. She bashes white people and black people alike. So I don't know. I would love to hear her. Maybe someone in her comments, because I don't be in her comments, child, can ask her. Serious question, Rose. Honest question. What is your target audience? Like, what is your? I heard her recently speak on that. She doesn't want people to come over and follow her just because she wants them to be able to resonate with her or pick up things that um or have takeaways. I don't damn know. Basically, she's trying to say I want people coming over here who can take things from me, who can learn, who can grow, who can develop. Like, that's what I took out of what she's saying. I think that was on the video we might have reviewed yesterday when she was asking people like who was new subscribers and if you hadn't subscribed, why. And she just started talking about like wanting people to subscribe who truly finds value in her content, things like that. I'm like, girl. Angela says she don't even have any sponsors on her family channel. Okay, so let's talk about it. If Rose were to have sponsors, what are some brands that you think would make sense that lines up with her messaging? Because, speaking of sponsors, now that I'm growing, I get messages from YouTube about sponsorships and things like that. So I'm like, okay, so I'm now at a point to where I'm just waiting for, I guess, the communications. I guess I'll get emails or whatever in regards to companies, whatever, showing interest in wanting to collaborate or me to do brand deals and things like that. So, child, listen, I'm new to all of this. So, for Rose, what would be appropriate brands for her family channel over there? Because what it gives over there, it doesn't give like healthy family content. So, what would be brands that would make sense for her to push over there? Um, Breast pumps, maternity wear. I don't know, y'all. B-Day says vulnerable, desperate, delayed, and delusional. Okay, so you said that's the target audience. Rhoda says she doesn't need God because she says she has her white savior. Okay. And delusional people. Got it. Okay, so you said that's the target. Okay. Well, she got a lot of them over there, B-Day. She got a lot of them. A little puppy said, definitely doesn't seem like a family channel anymore. Maybe in her early years, but she is way too sexual on it now, right? What is that about? I wonder how does she rationalize that? Because what I've seen over there, and I hear people say, like, if you ask Rose questions, she'll block you. And I've seen our channel, she'll like look and see what kind of comments or whatever you've made like in the past. So she gets so focused on the person behind these questions. So listen, the people want to know, like, we have legit questions. Like, Rose, like, what's the deal? What's the inspiration behind the content? Silver Lining says this is Rose rebranding and getting new followers. Rose is Rose, changing like she does her panties. So you said she's rebranding. Okay, that's what I wondered with the Christians. I'm like, okay, is she trying to, tap into the Christian folks? B Day says Rose channel is don't listen to me, just run me my wish list. Stupid. Period. Okay, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Do as I say, not as I do. Silver Line says drinking, cussing, not watching her kids isn't getting brand deals. Dildos, maybe, or soap. Okay, okay, okay. I can see that because yes, for her to be as big as she is, I've heard her speak about having deals and collaborating with people, but it doesn't make sense because how are you working with them if we're not seeing you or hearing you mention or advertise these brands? How does that work? Because I'm used to people who do deals with brands, like they'll discuss it on their channel, they'll promote the brands, they'll show the products, have a link someplace, in the description for you to access with maybe like a little cute discount code. Like, that's what I'm expecting. So listen, I'm new to all this. That's what I'm expecting, where someone might be like, hey, she, can you push this? Here's a product. I'll send it to you. Here's a link. Here's a discount code that you can share with your followers. Like, Y'all, that's just me using like just common sense and just watching people who have promoted different brands. Like to me, that's how it looks to work. I ain't never seen nothing like that over there on that platform. But I've heard her one day name about five different ways to where how she has income coming in. And she mentioned about at least three to four different brands. And I want to say the only one that I recognized was Timu. I think that's the only brand name of when she mentioned the brands that I recognize. It was Timu. That's why I thought when she had ordered that here on the internet, hell, I thought it was came from Timu because hell, she mentioned doing some collaborations with them. But I was wrong. It was Amazon hair. B Day says Brett, aka Bigfoot, has spoken about protein powder. Okay. So do you think he spoke about it as them having it as a brand deal? Or he just casually mentioned it? Because they were in the gym. This come to Jesus, talk that she had in that video. It was a vlog, so it was different things they were doing in there. And I think earlier on in the video, they were at the gym working out, but y'all fast forward through that. And somehow I landed on her talking about being a Christian. I don't know how it landed there, but by the time I hit play, she was talking about being a Christian. So, yes, I kind of stopped there and hit the live button. A little puppy says she should sponsor coffee products. The problem is companies want professionalism and she isn't professional anymore. Do you all think that she can turn it around and rebrand herself in a good way to where she can get these deals? What would that take? Would she have to remove a lot of her content? And if she does remove her content, it's going to remove those watch hours. So when you get to removing the content, it deducts the watch hours. So there's that. There's that. Angela says she's like a chameleon. Rose will change her position to match the content of her viewers. I get that. I can see that. B Day says mentioned it casually. Got it. Super thing. Brett speaks. That's funny. Yes, a little puppy says, yes, you would be amazing at promoting products, Chic. Thank you, thank you. We'll see how I go. We will see who reached out to me, who slides into my inbox with some products. So listen, it gotta make sense. It got to make sense if I'm gonna talk about it, because child, I don't know, I'm gonna be trying to push something that I don't believe in. So it got to make sense. So this is how I differ from the Rose. I talk about things that like I believe in, I'm serious about. Like I don't just say whatever needs to be said for the moment. That's just never how I moved. So I have to really I gotta really rock with it, for me to kind of push something. So I rock with you all. So that's how I can so easily come here and go live and shoot the breeze with you all, kiki, laugh, because I rock with you all. Like when it's genuine, it comes off in this type of way. So that's the type of girly I am. So I thank you for recognizing me and who I am. Thank you, little puppy. TNT says Rose audience is white people who marry black men and then young girls who truly think she's living that life. And one of her moms says they were getting the white bees money in a text screenshot. Wow. My. B-Day says silver laugh LOL silver lining. Ari says she needs to stop playing with God. Yes, I concur. She really does. Now will she? Now will she? Bronx Girl says she needs to get some lessons from the Flu Ellen Family Channel. They have a lot who sponsors that clean channel, which she follows that family on IG. And it says they're the Flu Ellen Family Channel. I've never heard of that channel, but you said Rose can learn from them. Is that what you saying? Is that what you're saying? Silver linings and the police stuff and the drama isn't going to help her with the brand deal. So y'all said Rose got too much drama over there. Ain't nobody trying to attach their brand to her. Yes, that makes sense. It does make sense that a brand would not want to attach themselves to her at this season, and not with all that she got going on. Stacey said Rose don't know what she's doing herself. Maybe her dad told her to seek God because she has older viewers watching her as well. Maybe. Listen, y'all. She prays. She walks. She worships the ground that man walk on. But hell, she done ran up his credit card bill allegedly from what they saying. So she needs to be start saying something nice about him. Y'all think Rose paid that man back his money for running up that credit card bill in Las Vegas? Because listen, I learned that from y'all in the chat that she ran up that man credit card bill when she was in Las Vegas. Rhoda says, I just want her to go away. He said, go away. What do you want from me? Go away. I hear you. I hear you. Bronx girl says, yes, wife is white. Yes, wife is white, husband is black. So Flu Ellen Family Channel. I guess I need to look them up and see. There's so many family channel. I always say these family channels do very well. They got okay. I see. Yep, you said white wife, black husband. Yeah, I've never seen them. They have 4.94. They are almost at 5 million subscribers. So clearly they're moving very different than the Rose. And what we can say is that we do not see them posting content about being harassed on the internet. So why is that? What makes you different, Rose, from them to where they're having a different experience? Because I'm just now, this family has almost 5 million subscribers. I'm just now today learning of them, which means that they're not in my recommendation where people doing content on them because they're just basically harassing them for no reason. So this leads me to say, Rose, people are out here doing content on you, like myself, Tashma, Judge Fifi's, because you over there doing the absolute most in a way that other content creators who have family channels are not. Make it make sense. It's how you move, Rose. That's why you're getting a different reaction from the public. It's how you remove. So maybe she do need to watch some of these other content creators and take note to see how they move. And from the looks of this channel, the Fluellen Family Channel, I didn't see, just with my quick glance, I didn't see anything sexual from any of the thumbnails or the shorts. So they're doing something very different than the Rose, and it's working for them. It's working for them. Let me see, how long have their channel been around? Let me see in the history. This channel started in 2020. So this is just 4 years. So basically this channel started when Rose channel started. This channel started when Rose channel started. And they have almost 4 million more subscribers than Rose. So Rose, while you're worried about other content creators such as myself or Judge Fifi or Tashma, maybe you should do your research on other family channels that are doing well and see how it is that they're getting a different type of response than you are. That's where the research needs to come into play. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. That's how you study. I'm a student of life. Like, that's how you study. You do your research. It's not that deep. It just takes time. Bronx Girl says, right, they have a lot of sponsors. Angela says, maturity level would distinguish them from each other. Got it. A little puppy says, yes, Fluellen family never race baits either. Their content is clean too. For them to have as many subscribers as they have, clearly, like it takes no convincing. I've never even heard of this family, but just looking at their pictures and things, you can just, see that they show up and they move in a different way than Rose and Brett move. Why is that? Rose may need to take the time out to study them and see how she can start to get some of the type of, the results that they get. How do they differ for her? Like, it's, but again, that it starts with accountability, and Rose getting out of her own feelings of feeling like everybody's against her. No, 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 no. No one's against you, Rose. You're just going about things the wrong way. You're not behaving ladylike. You're not behaving ladylike. And people are talking about it. And it's just that simple. So you need to rebrand. Maybe temporary come off the internet and just come back, just rebrand it. I don't know, but figure it out, child. Figure it out. You're a smart lady. Figure it out. Stacy says Rose makes it about race too much and shaking her half naked butt. And to me, it's like Rose gives, that's all that she feels that she has to offer, which is very sad because no woman, nobody, even a guy, should feel like all they have to offer is their body. Like, where are you getting that message from? That's why I asked, like, where is this messaging come from? Who taught you this? What woman, female influencer in your life showed you this, told you this, said this is where your value come from? By being sexual sensual, like this is like, who told you that? Because it's not true, and it's like it's stuck in her mind that that is where her value lies. And so here's the kicker: Rose over here moving in such this in this manner as though her value comes from being sexual. But then you guys take me over to the Fluellen family channel, and as I look at the woman, she's a white woman. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. Fluellen, is that their last name? But as I look at the white woman, her energy and how she's dressed and carrying herself, it's quite the contrary. So it's not in a sexual way, but though she has a better response. So how is it that the person who is doing everything sexual is getting having a harsher response from people than the person who's not on doing everything sexual has a more favorable response from the people? There is something to that. And this is what you determine from basic research. And this research just came from me looking at damn thumbnails, pictures. I ain't even, because I'm on this live, I haven't even clicked on anything from that channel. I'm just looking at photos. Where they say photos speak 1,000 words. I'm just looking at photos. So if I can do this, Rose, you dang sure can do it. It will behoove you to do it like yesterday. If you want to figure this thing out, you need to switch it up and start doing something different. If you want a different result, you need to do something different. And don't be throwing God up in it all like that if that's not truly how you moving over there. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Rainin says, you said Rose is a smart lady. No, she isn't. I don't think Rose is dumb. Like, I think Rose is smart enough to know what she's doing and that she's gaslighting. Like, so I don't think she's dumb. I think she's smart. Rose isn't dumb and was the opposite. What's the opposite of dumb? What other words you got for me, Rainy? What is the okay, what's another word you got? Because she's not dumb. Because she was able to get this far on the internet, all the way up to over 1 million people. And even let's just say somebody who's a con artist, arguably they're a smart person because they were smart enough to be able to be smarter than those people whom they fooled. So it's just kind of how you look at it. Rose is the brains behind their brand. And look how far they've gotten with their brand. They've gotten pretty far with their brand. They don't have any brand deals, but they have a lot of following. They can garner a lot of views. Their channel, it's still growing. I'm watching the numbers. So, child, listen, Raina, what's another word you want to use other than smart? Come on, help me, help me. Give me something else. What else? What other words you got? Bronx Girl said Alyssa Fluellen. Okay, so that's Fluellen. Because, child, I don't know if that woman name is a Fluellen. Y'all know, people be having different kind of names. So Alyssa Fluellen. Okay. Sweet Fragrance says Rose says she found her white savior. Her only savior is supposed to be God. I'm just saying. I agree. I agree. Little Paul says calculated. She's calculated. Okay, I can give her that. She's calculated. I like that, Little Paul. I like that. Angela says because of her enabler silently praying for her but actually laughing at her. I do. I've said that. I felt like people who go over there and watch her, a lot of them are laughing at her and she doesn't even realize it. Um, Raining says she's creative and manipulative and calculated. Got it. Okay. Ari says Rose is conniving. Okay. Come through with the descriptive words. Okay. Okay. So she's all of that with, Rose is a lot of things we can say. Rose is a lot of things. She's a lot of things. Yes, conniving. You want to second that conniving. Rose is a lot of things. Okay. So Rose is conniving. Well, conniving Rose. um Wise Swizzle said, "Can't she just leave our island with all that?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is our Hawaii friend." You said, "Can she just leave our island with all of that, wasting our time, money, and energy along with our limited resources?" Wise says, "Listen, I'm ready for her to go. Listen, they needs to go. They needs to listen. We can't do this no more. We can't do you, Brett, and Kid. We can't do it no more. we tapped out. We tapped out." Rainy says Rose does a lot of things and smart ain't one. Okay, Rainy said, "Listen, we ain't finna put her in a category with us." So thank you all for the different words that we can use in place of smart, because listen, I didn't go that deep in thought with trying to find another word um than being dumb, because she's definitely not that. She's not that. Rose, she's aware of what she's doing. So that's why I can get with the creative, manipulating, calculated, conniving. I can get with all of that. Angela says she has multiple personalities. I see that. I see that through and through. And Sweet Fragrance says she's coaching her older boys not to like they real dad. I don't like that. I don't like that either, Sweet Fragrance. I don't like that either. Many of us over here don't like that, and we talk about it. The Rosebud don't like for us to talk about it, but we talk about it because it's a thing. Because to me, I feel like she don't show up for the older boys in the way in which she show up for the two younger sons that she have with Brett. I don't know. It's just a different kind of energy that I pick up with her. And I've been seeing this for a long time and it hasn't changed. And sometimes she'll speak on it because people will call her out on it, but I'm never here for her explanation as to the why. I'm not here for it. So she doesn't even have she doesn't even have a good I feel like she does have an explanation as to why she treats them different. She just doesn't want to acknowledge that what we see is what we're seeing. She want to act like we just seeing stuff and we crazy, and we know good and well we're not crazy. We're seeing what we're seeing. We're hearing what we're hearing. And Rose, you foolish. Period. B-Day says, "Okay, so my question is, what do you think of her audience? Because I don't think they're smart in the way that they're moving." No, I don't think her audience is smart. I think they're delusional. So I think when I initially used the word smart with Rose, I think I used it from a way of a lot of times, like how we'll speak on children, where children can be very manipulative and they know what they're doing. Like when we watched Baby Race yesterday, and it's like he's a smart kid. He knows what he's doing. So I think when I use that word smart, I used it from the sense of awareness. And smart can be a full word that where a lot can go into that word of smart. Let's Google what the definition of smart is. Let's do that because I was thinking about it, you all, from the standpoint of awareness. I feel like a Rose has awareness of a lot of what she's doing. So that's the standpoint of why I use the word smart to describe her. So let's take a field trip to Google. We finna look and see what it says that the word smart is, what it means. Let me say that. So dictionary smart. Smart, an adjective. So as an adjective, it's having or showing quick-witted intelligence. Example, if he was that smart, he would have never been tricked. Okay. Also, number two of a device program, so as to be capable of something independent action. So as a verb, of a wound or a part of the body, feel or cause a sharp stinging pain. Hmm. Noun, as a noun, intelligence. I don't think I have the smarts for it. Okay, so there, or as an adverb, in a quick or brisk manner. Example, it is better for tenants to be compelled to pay up smart. So, going back to the adjective, having or showing a quick witted intelligence. So, that's a great way, as I described you. As I said, we were watching last night, looking at race and how he was behaving and acting with his mom. He was quick witted, intelligent, so he was showing that he's very smart. I guess Rose, we don't really see Rose like that. I just feel like Rose has a lot of sense. She's aware of what she's doing. So yes, so maybe I won't use that word smart anymore with that, but I'll still use that with describing race. Because just even according to the Google definition, yes, race is smart. Race is smart. But that's not lining up with what his mama is giving. So yes, we'll choose another word going forward than smart when it comes to Rose. Yeah, we'll do that. Mhm. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Sweet Fragrance says, and she can't take criticism. Tussle Cat says, sorry I missed your live watching football. My husband watching Jess be cooking. Have a great day. Hey, Tussle Cat, have a great day. Yeah, we've been on here for a little while. Someone says, well, Sweet Fragrance says, Brett needs to hold her accountable and stop enabling her behavior. Um, BB London says most of Rose's followers are enablers. I agree with that. Ari says she doesn't like the two older boys connect her to the blackness, and that's that she's running from. I can agree with that. They look just like her, but you never hear her compliment anything pertaining to their physical appearance like she does the younger ones. That's crazy. She does more complimenting of the ones that look the least like her than the ones that look the most like her. But though she's constantly looking at herself in a reflection, um, marveling over herself. Make it make sense. Rose, do you really believe do you really believe that you are beautiful? Like, do you truly believe it? Are you still trying to convince us of that live on the internet? Rainey said her audience is willfully obtuse, delusional, or just like her. Belinda says Brett is scared of her and don't run nothing. Yes. Yes and yes. Sweet Fragrance says, and another thing that bothers me with the live she did yesterday or the day before, she titled it Me and Champagne. That seemed like a shot thrown at Champagne. That was my takeaway from it when I saw it. That was my takeaway because in the video, when she talks about what she really likes to drink, it wasn't champagne. And she didn't even know what type of champagne she was drinking because someone asked her, was it dry or sweet? She said, I don't know. So if it's your favorite drink, how do you not know that? If it's your favorite drink, if nothing else, you probably have some answers pertaining to your favorite drink versus, say, some random drink. She didn't even have answers to her favorite drink. So, Child Rose just grabbed that for all we know, it wasn't even champagne. But Rose just grabbed that drink just because she wanted to be petty with her title. But, she didn't put nothing pertaining to Tosh anywhere in it. So that was just her way of taunting champagne. Ari says she's known she's no she's not beautiful because her heart is dark, right? I don't think Rose believes that she's beautiful, but I believe I find her to be beautiful on the outside, but I don't believe that she believes it. But I do find her also to be dark on the inside, and that shines through. It kind of like overshines a lot of things. The darkness. Um, why Swizzle says she popped up in Hawaii's algorithm months ago after moving here. Okay. And you've been mad ever since. Huh? Angela says Rose is beautiful on the outside only. She seeks to work on her inner self. Yes, she got some work to do on her inner self. Sweet Fragrance says she has a black heart. Laura says, "Okay, I know who Suki is. I am back." So is she Rose's role model? Supposedly, Rose posted a short referencing Suki and seeking guidance from her with how to deal with trolls, haters, or whatever. And Suki gave her guidance. So, to me, I equate that being a role model since that's who she chose to seek out answers from of all people. So, that's a question you can take to Rose, Laura. But again, Judge Fifi has a live, I believe, scheduled for 7 o'clock today. Her channel is Judge Fifi, Queen of Receipts. Go follow her if you do not follow her. And Judge Fifi is going to get into all things, I guess, Rose and Sukihana. So if you don't know who Suki is, you can learn who she is from Judge Fifi's live later on this evening. Sweet Fragrance says Suki doesn't know the whole story. Nope. Laura says they seem like they like to shock people. Yes, that's attention seekers, very heavy on the attention seeking. And Nori says Rose is not beautiful to me on the outside. I'm sorry, not because she's dark skinned. Y'all gotta lie. She doesn't even scrub her skin. Listen, I guess it's just, people see what they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So I think you got some people that as a collective will agree that someone's beautiful. And then you got some people who they're going to be more split as to what beauty is. So to me, I don't find her personality to be beautiful, but just when I look at her face, I think she's an attractive woman. I will say that. Rain and crack to hell up. Oh my goodness. Sweet Fragrance says Rose compared herself to Beyonce. Okay, well, I hear her call herself Royance. So is that the comparison you talking about, Sweet Fragrance? I've heard her say that on a few occasions, Royance, Royance. And I can believe that Rose will look at somebody who looks like Beyonce and try to find ways of how they look similar versus her, say, looking at someone like a Kelly Rowland and finding ways of how they look similar. It's the delusion. It's the delusion. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rayance. She called herself Royance for Rose. Royance. Deborah says, did no one hear her joke around hitting herself with a bag of oranges, then claim abuse? Was I dreaming? I didn't see that. I seen when she had that short when I guess she was in their living room and she was acting like she was trying to get away from Brett while he was holding River. And then she jumped into River's playpen and she started throwing the balls. I saw that one, but I didn't see I just Sweet Fragrance says, I can't, I cannot, I can't either. I can't either. Rose so she called Royance. So RO and then YO. Listen, child, Royance. Hell, however the hell you gonna spell it. Rainen says Ari with the shade and the truth because we know that she is dirty. You said it's the combo for you, Rainy. Oh my goodness. Laura says Brett better be aware one day a joke, next day he is arrested. Right, because that thing is a whole loose cannon. Stacy says, speaking of champagne, she look a little like you, Chic. Oh, you think champagne look like me? I guess I got a universal look. I get a lot of people who think I look like somebody, child. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. I think, Champagne and Rose are both attractive people. I don't think they look alike. I think Rose is jealous of um, Champagne, and I think it's heavily rooted in her how Champagne looks because if you watch Rose long enough, you can pick up that Rose has this thing dealing with color, and I don't think that Rose likes her color. And Rose looks at anything lighter than her to be superior and to be the preferred and the idea of beauty. And that's bonkers to me. Deborah says, Beyonce, that is hilarious. I thought Kim Kardashian with her leaked ex tape and all. Oh my goodness. Sweet Fragrance says, Rodon say, child, I'm dead. Listen, Sweet Fragrance. Lord trying to listen. I don't know how long you been on here, but listen. Rose is a 60-year-old white woman married to a black African. She trying to make it do over here. No child left behind. She trying to learn a thing or two, she said. Ari says that raining outside what we all thinking. Y'all trying to be too nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're gonna bring out the rosebuds over here and putting rosebuds in the chat on that one, Ari. They're gonna be like the lies, the lies, the lies. Oh my goodness, I've been playing around with y'all for 3 whole hours, and I'm starving, y'all. I'm hungry. I done walked around. I done spent this damn block for an hour walking with y'all in this damn heat, and I'm hungry, laughing with y'all. Listen, keep y'all notification bell on. Y'all don't know when I pop up. Y'all don't know when I pop up. But it's been real. Y'all, listen, can I say I got a real kiki? Stacy said that's her intimidation tactic. She knows y'all wouldn't like it. So she called herself Rojan. Oh my goodness. Y'all go over there and call that woman her new name. That listen. Sweet Fragrance says, I'm in. I'm on the floor over here. Oh my goodness, Father God, Father God. Listen, Sweet Fragrance. Just this is what we do over here. We are the honor students, and we get into all things Rose Miller, Brett Miller, um, Roz, Raiden, Race, and River. We touch on the whole family. Nobody is exempt. But listen, we be having questions over here. We be needing answers. And Laura likes to go and go look up. She asks a lot of questions. I encourage everyone to ask questions. And Rose and Laura asks her questions and she go do her research. So y'all need to be like Laura, ask y'all questions and do y'all research and come back and report. Ari says Rose look like she lives in a mud house in a village with a drunk husband. Jesus. Sweetheart said, bitch. Listen, Sweet Fragrance, do your part, ask questions, do your research. Don't be letting Laura outshine y'all with the research now. Laura says she's about to go find these answers. 60 or no, she about to go find these answers and come back and report. She finna tell you who Sukihana is. She finna tell you how Rose and Sukihana line up. She finna listen. She finna listen. The goal of this class is to know more than what you knew before you came to class. So I have faith today each and every one of you are going to do just that today. You're going to know more when you leave than what you did when you came, and that is the mission. Stacey say you don't like her color or her older boy's color. No, she does not. We peeped it. It is what it is. But y'all, it's been real. It's been a whole kiki on this beautiful hot Saturday. And I'm starving. I need to get some food before I pass the hell out. Y'all make sure y'all got the notification bell on because y'all know when I pop up, when I see some madness or something else I want to bring to y'all. Because listen, I'm not going to be trying to figure this out by myself. Y'all, listen, it is a joint effort. Laura understands. I need y'all to understand too. We in this together. Do your research. Get into who Sukihana is. Get into how Rose and Sukihana can correlate and why Rose will even think to want to reach out to Sukihana for any damn thing. Because I ain't never heard nobody say, man, I don't understand this right now. I'm gonna go hit up Sukihana and see what the hell she got to say. I ain't never heard nobody say that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing to be doing that. Like, Okay. I'm learning something new from Rose that folks out here reaching out to Suki. Who the fuck reaching out to Suki for? Now, what you said you reached out for her for? What? Stop it, I say. Listen, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate super chats, cash apps. I appreciate any love you have shown. Continue to show up for me as you show up for me. I continue to show up for you. Y'all see how this thing work. Continue to go out there in this world. Y'all walk in your truth. Walk in your truth. Be a light. Be an example. Don't be out here in the state of damn confusion. Don't be out here confusing people. Make it clear, who are you? You know, walk your walk, talk your talk. Listen, do the opposite of damn Rose. How about that? Sweet Fragrance says, not Suki with the good. Listen, sweet. Listen, we didn't had a whole lesson on that because Laura wants to know now who, what y'all say Suki do? Catch the replay. Catch the replay and check and catch Judge Fifi's live today. I think it's at 7 o'clock. Her channel is Judge Fifi, Queen of Receipts. Listen, she gonna help Laura out and anybody else who needs to understand who the hell Suki is and why the Rose felt the need to reach out to Suki for guidance. Get into it. Get into it. Ari says, thank you. It was fun and emotional, motivational as always. I'm glad I can help. And Ari saying, don't be in here damn lying. That damn woman is not cute. But okay, Sheik, I catch you on the next live. Oh, I am Sheik from Sheik Speaks. I will catch you all on the next live. Peace.